It's our and we're being live.
Let's go live. We live.
No, officially, welcome to the pre-show of the final Friday Night Slam, where you're gonna hear from. It's really a treat, honestly.
You're getting like the behind the scenes of the tastemakers of the evening. The judges of the night are gonna show y'all why the fuck they're judges. Why they were trusted with showing the fuck out with scoring our competing poets tonight. And
it's really different because typically when we're doing this show, we just get 5 random judges from somewhere in the audience, and it's a whole.
Yep. It's random.
It's random. But this time they're selected.
They're vetted.
Most of them are. I don't think any of them are really from like New York.
Don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't know.
So they don't have the poetry scene bias.
Yeah. So they out there.
Yeah.
They're from all around, right?
Yeah.
Like I know, like everywhere from Texas to Philly to
vetted but not groomed.
Yes. Okay. That was out of pocket. Anyways,
Drake is not present today.
That is wild.
Yeah. No pecker.
And we're not even in the show yet.
No, out of pocket.
But before we get to the show, we're gonna have some fun listening to some poetry of some judges.
Yes,
so,
do we want to throw it to the chat? Do we think the judges are ready? Should we start with the open mic?
I think we should.
Okay.
I think we should do a little judging mic time. Let's hear these judges and decide for yourself whether they're worth their pen or not to judge these other poets who are going to be.
We got some nationally ranked slam champions. We got some assemblers.
Casually.
Casual. Just vibing out here.
They're just here.
We got some folks who have, folks who have placed 6th in the world in women, the 6th place woman slam poet in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We've got, basically some heavy fucking hitters, and we're honored to bring them to the virtual stage tonight.
We have another host.
We do.
Judge lineup.
We do. The person who is going to be hosting your Twilight open mic, which is going to happen after the slam finishes tonight. So if you really want to spit and get on stage, you can do one of two ways. You can enter the lottery, or you could be part of the open mic.
Yes. I see someone asking about the lottery spot, so we should talk about that before we get into things.
Sure, let's do that.
So there is a person in the Zoomiverse that says lottery sign up. You will message them.
Yes.
Ask them to be added in, and they will get you into the sign up. Shoot them a private message. There's also an open mic after. We'll get to that later, though.
Yeah.
That's in the end. We'll tell you guys when the open mic sign up starts. But for now, if you want to do lottery, definitely send a private to Jasmine, aka lottery sign up. But let's get started because we got time and not a lot of it. So,
all right. So coming up first to the virtual stage, y'all, we want to show some love. And again, the way you can do that is while the poets are spitting, you can give finger snaps in your Zumba box. You can give them the old, spirit hands. Or this chat is the most brilliant way to be like, yo, that was a bar. Yo, that was heat. Let me quote what you said. Let me throw some fucking emojis. Let me throw some reactions at the bottom. But make sure you show love, because after they spit, we're going to be unmuting. We'll do the same thing to every competing poet. We're going to unmute all and ask you to throw your support, your love, your whoops, yours, that shit was fine. Yeah, give it all. Yeah, leave it out. But just again, no heckling. Just love. No hate speech or hate, period. Pero we gonna get y'all acclimated to the room. We gonna bring up, they are the main character. They are the hero. But the stage name, they gonna give it to y'all. I used to text on these in high school. But this poet coming up to the stage, y'all. Give it up for Sidekick!
Sidekick to the stage.
Let it rip, poet.
What up, y'all? My name is Sidekick, repping the Outlaws. Here we go. We come from the holler where dirt got memories, where the ground doesn't just hold trees, it holds stories. It holds bones, our bones. And the government was always a man in a clean suit, with a long arm and an empty hand reaching, always reaching for our jar of shine, our patch of soil, our sun, our daughters. See, we were the buffer, the human hum shield between the silk shirt and the strife. We learned the hard math that their law plus their orders equals our loss every single time. The Whiskey Rebellion wasn't no textbook chapter. It was the day the new boss smelling just like the old one, sent an arm taxed our thirst, to tax our sweat, to tell us our freedom was a little too rowdy, loud, and flashy, a little too free, a spark blown a little too high. So you ask where we side eye, why we always stand aside next to the eagle on the podium, promising military convoys of convenience. Post Hurricane Katrina help. We've seen this show before. We know the final. It ends with our kids in another uniform that ain't their own, dying for $1 that never trickles down to the holler and this creek, but this land. This land is our scripture, our breathing Bible. My granddaddy's sweat in the morning dew on that ridge. My grandmother's prayers are the roots of that red oak. This ain't property, it's pedigree. This is soul, not soil. So when the bulldozers come talking about progress and the coal and the emergency supplies, when they come to fix the roads that they built and call ours, and Mother Nature blocked them out, they ain't just moving dirt. They're desecrating altars. They're erasing ghosts. So yeah, we clutch our deeds along with our Bibles like shields. We stand our ground because this ground is all we have ever truly owned. And when the only authority that we bow to is the bowing of the wind that blows through this holler, it is the whisper, it is the unbroken promise that we made to the mountain. They can keep their America. We're busy guarding our Eden with every breath, with every beat, right here, always.
Let's get it.
All right, we want everyone to unmute and give some love.
Yeah.
Handle that.
Yes,
sidekick.
Snaps.
We love to hear it.
Let's fucking go.
Ain't property, it's pedigree. Damn. Damn. Hit me with the Triple H pedigree after that shit, because I'm finished.
It holds bones.
Right?
So does my skin.
They do.
It took
Your
my little skin sack.
Your skeletal system.
Yeah.
We have
Keeps
to.
me upright. You know?
You're not boneless. You're
It
not
helps
a jellyfish.
get me up in the morning.
Yes.
Literally.
You feel right.
But before we go there, we have time to do another poet judge who is in this pre-show mode that we're in. Let's bring in someone who, you know, I don't even really know these judges, right? But I'm told, I've been told they got fired. I'm seeing that so far, and I want to keep it going.
I've been told this next poet can turn folks to stone just with her words.
Literally.
Yeah.
So let's see the snakes pop out. Medusa was black to the stage. Let's go, poet.
It's yours. Let them know.
Word. Hello. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Word. Cool. What is the best way to keep dolls in their doll houses? You make them forget their bodies were bodies before becoming toys. He fancied himself Geppetto, found a girl more mannequin than woman, a broken voice box banging around a brick wall echo chamber straight off an assembly line, a rag doll remastered into his Barbie dream, a sculptor with the hands of a punch-drunk lover, would douse gasoline on the both of you kind, because if he can't manipulate you in life, he will do what he can to you in death, like that time I got reincarnated into a crash test dummy. For what is a doll if not malleable? Paper mache joints and a washable face to be redrawn. Time and time again, this artisan of apathetic authority tried to make me believe that the Frankenstein monster in our home was my voice in my own hands. Nothing more detrimental to a relationship than a doll with aspirations to cut the strings. I was just supposed to make the house into a home, quietly. Fixed his demons while loading the dishwasher and wringing my own tongue out to dry, but aren't I the doll of his making, molding, mishandling, and aren't I the one strung along by the rings on his forcibly forging fingers? You know, Icarus's problem wasn't the heat. It was thinking that his man-made wings could skip birth and be born as if breath of life comes from a rib instead of a womb. Geppetto thought erasing the woman of me would turn me into the woman of his dreams. But without the woman of me, how could I have possibly been reborn under his baptizing fists of fury and not disfigured? A candle maker would say where there is wax in a flame, there is medium. My Geppetto would say, where there is a woman who lost herself and a man who never knew who he was, there is one body turned clay and the other dominion. His joyous ventriloquism was my Stockholm Syndrome soliloquy, and he was the true puppet master. I was the doll on his plantation dating Rolodex roster on repeat. Tell me, am I still a phoenix if when he burns me, I also melt? Will my ash, if it is wet? Do I have to be reincarnated, recycled, reused, redone, reprimanded, recoiled? God, are you there? Can you send me a factory recall form for my soul? I'll bear my barcode heart so authentically that my scars and beauty marks will stop arguing over which has more staying power and agree that I don't belong in the hands of a man who love taps with a chisel. Please, God, there is a false prophet claiming he is laying your hands upon me. I pray for my beating heart to wake before yesterday's morning happens again. Word.
Oh dear Lord, y'all! I need y'all to unmute and give it up.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Go.
Glorified.
Oh,
Go.
Oh,
That was
damn.
fire.
Spellbound in the building. Let's go.
Y'all are wonderful.
want
Let's
to say,
fucking go.
somebody who lives to mix metaphors, the fact that you seamlessly fit in like Barbie, Frankenstein, Icarus, Phoenix, all that shit, like in one seamless. Chef's kiss. You that shit was too hot. Too hot. Maddie, bring the
I had to bring the fan.
You're big fans.
We're big fans, but also it was too hot.
Could my ash off if it was wet?
I'm like, what?
It's hard because you can't really catch a ash. You can't catch them. The ash can't catch them. Okay, sorry. We go.
Hey, if I see you, I got a good kick at you.
Yeah. Incredible poet. Incredible. All right. So we're going to keep it moving, keep it flowing, because we got a few more poets to get to. So coming up next to the stage, y'all, she going to hit y'all with that initial because she's so fancy with it. Please, y'all, give it up for Lady K.
Let's get it.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? My name is Lady K, and I'm gonna do something a little spicy for y'all. And it's based on a true story. A famous poet told me I needed to watch the footage of me fucking. My first instinct flinch, flesh folding in on itself like my body remembered all the mirrors I dodged. I laughed it off, but truth, that giggle was a gag order, shyness, and yeah, a little disgust. Not for the act, but for the witness. For the playback, for the body caught in 4K, stretching into pleasure like it stole something. You'd think climax was soul work, but it felt like surveillance, like reviewing crime scene footage where my insecurities bled into the sheets. Cameras rolling, body unarmed, hands trembling like suspects caught mid-prayer. The bed chalk outline, the moan siren, and I am the suspect, the scene, and the silent witness to my own undoing. It's wild how easy it is to treat intimacy like trespassing. Because when you're a big girl, your cravings get cross-examined, desire becomes deviant, pleasure is probable cause, and your thighs are breaking and entering. And the world don't write poems about us, they write punchlines. Scripts where soft bellies equals comedy, where stretch marks equals censorship. They don't call this erotica, they call it a fetish. Say this ain't a feature, just a flickman fast forward through after the nut. Our bodies relegated to the shadows, a secret snack and shame meal. They don't hold our hands in daylight, but they leave bite marks in the dark. We ain't muses, we the muted, archived in silence like a bootleg film they swear they never saw. They don't love us in the open, but they consume us behind closed captions, volume down, lights off, credit roll. And that shit seeps into you, becomes sediment in the spirit, so when someone says, you need to watch yourself fucking, I see the blooper reel. Although you cute for a big girl, although I've never done this before, like I'm a kink that needs a non-disclosure. See, the version of me you get on stage, that's curated chaos. Trauma in a tux, it's pain pressed and pleated, dressed in metaphor, just raw enough to feel real, but clean enough for applause. I bleed in iambic pentameter so you can clap with clean hands. But this ain't that. This ain't no pretty poem polished for palatability. This is me, belly out, breath raw, moaning in a language I ain't fully learned to love yet. No punchlines or filters, just footage. A soft body in full motion, making noise in a world that told her to hush her hunger. But then something shifts, the shame splits, and suddenly what felt like a crime scene starts blooming like a love scene shot in slow motion. Caution tape turns red satin, the angle softened, and I realized maybe what I feared was evidence was actually testimony, a confession that I am not broken for wanting to be seen in my entirety, not the edited shot or the highlight reel, but the whole damn film. I survived enough silence to moan without apology. I rewrote this script where this body, it ain't no guilty pleasure, it's a holy one. I ain't a secret, I'm a sermon. I ain't a phase, I'm a fucking feature presentation. Soft, sovereign, sacred, and worthy of every single frame. Thank you.
Okay. Let's give it up.
Wow.
Yes.
The transparency.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
I see you,
Spicy.
poet.
Jesus.
Crazy.
I love spicy food and I love spicy poems. Let's go, poet.
I love that last comment because we love spicy. Honestly, we had to get
We had to cool
some
down.
cold drinks.
It was too.
It was too hot,
Poem-
like icing and everything. My ice is already melted.
Spicy poems make you thirsty. They make you thirsty. Yeah. Woo-wee. Now y'all see why there are judges, right? Now y'all see.
But we gotta keep it going, okay? We got like 12 minutes to get 2 more poems in, and we want to hear them. So next up to the stage, we're gonna bring up Nick Austin, aka Bar. Just bring them up. Let's hear that poem.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to do the poem. Not because it's perfectly polished, not because you rehearsed it into your bathroom mirror, started finishing your verses, but because someone in here is swallowing silence like it's their last meal, rationing oxygen like it's a luxury they can't afford. And tonight, the poem you might perform could be the lifeline their lungs needed to win a million heirs. If you ask the audience, it's a 50-50 chance they probably don't care. But before you phone it in, just know you don't know which soothing syllable will slip into someone's bloodstream, which metaphor will set up camp inside their rib cage, which line will take them by the hand and walk them to tomorrow. That is the sacrifice of being a poet. You get on this stage, slice a vein, and pour it into the room, knowing you might not leave emptier, but someone else leaves alive. And I don't care if the poem is so bare that it only bears 2 lines. Those 2 lines might equal the sign that someone here was seeking to find, because 2 lines combined makes an equal sign. And I don't know who needs these lines, but I pray they catch them mid-fall and wrap around them like a parachute, stitched from every time I refuse to quit. 2 lines can knock on the locked door of a chest and whisper, yes, there's still room for you here. And I don't know who needs to hear this poem, but this poem is here for you. Just one poem can stop someone from driving to their home and placing a fully loaded, fully calibrated chrome to their dome. I don't know whose phone is vibrating right now with bad news, whose laughter is merely a sewn-on fabric, whose belief in themselves is hanging on by a thread they can barely see. I just know my poetry might be the key that finally frees the poet in someone else. I don't get on this stage so you believe in me. I've been writing these poems to push you to believe in yourselves, because these bars be bricks, heavy enough to anchor a drifting soul, strong enough to build a bridge back to the body, yet gentle enough to pull them away from the cliff before they slip. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the fact that you're still here to hear this means it's time to write. The poem that floods your blood with waves of fright. The one your chest has been hiding behind excuses. The one that guides you to where the truth is. The one that refuses to stay buried in your rear view. Write the poem that absolutely scares you. Rottweiler, German Shepherd, Pitbull, I triple dog dare you to do the poem with every ounce of your spirit. Because you don't know who in here needs to hear it. And you just might walk off this stage having given someone the one reason they needed to walk back home. And if all you did tonight was a poem, I promise someone received it as a sunrise. And maybe one day they'll stand in front of a mic stand and say, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm here for you. And we can't wait to hear from you. Poem. Thank you.
Oh my God! All right, unmute yourselves, y'all.
Wow. Anchor.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, man.
That
love
bar,
to see
that
it.
bar
I
came in
love
your
to see it.
nickname, that's for sure. Let's go.
Triple dog dare you. That's a bar.
Facts.
I'm faded as fuck.
Oh, that's why they call them bars. That's why they call them bars.
Yeah, bars upon bars upon bars.
Build bricks on bars, bars on bricks.
Yeah, and we're in the Brick City.
We are in the Brick City.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot. We got one more poet for y'all. He assembled this dream team of judges. He is of the storm god ilk. He is a beast himself. He's gonna be hosting your after hours open mic. So I need y'all to give it up for my brother in Storm God Conjuring, the one, the only, Elemental, y'all.
What's good, good people? Man, outlaws in the building, storm gods in the building. Listen, to every artist and poet who came before me and all of the incredible artists that are going to come after me, this is what we do it for. This is why we're here. This is the energy that the world needs, and they need to hear all of this passion come from us. Well, let's get to it. Do you remember when a man turned a man into God? With every 100 proof pages of water into communion wine, made scripture elixir, get you pulpit wasted every Sunday. Collection plate hammered into Exodus, hanging from a resurrection's revelation, wrapped in a hymnal's hallelujah, deciphering disciples' dereliction of duties, saw a Judas selling soul food plates of a Last Supper's amazing grates. How sweet payments taste to hungry pockets, they say. They'd rather have Jesus than riches untold unless you slang an amethyst rock for fiends searching for a crucifix. A man-made John 3:16 supreme scheme, speaking in tongues with tongues that weigh a ton on crosses at crossroads of Moses and MLK. Boy, say, how many Malcolm X assassinations does it take to screw in a wake the fuck up? It's been morning, 400 years already, serving boatloads of swing low, sweet chariot, violently down a Mason-Dixon's I have a dream that one day these shores gonna make sure temptations are more than David Ruffin's GoFundMe account. Call it war on drugs. I mean thug life. I mean a 1619 Project Encore to shore up 4 scores plus 7 years before a Masses Manifesto instruction manual became Old Testament. A Willie Lynch love letter to descendants written in hideous privilege, bacon grease, and torn flesh for authenticity on plantation stationery. Sealed with a fistful of dollars, still making money. Ask JP Morgan Chase. Cause USA Today stay clean as white sheets in a racist trophy case that Barclays parlays to bet it all on segregation. Call it today, tomorrow, forever. We saw you casting a Catholic confessional. Call it Christ on a cross. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Smoking that burning bush, high ass giraffe ass. Call it closer to Jehovah. Witness this. Faith is only for followers of false prophets that came over on a who wants to be a Christian Quilliper ship or who's ready to die for gold God in Ephesians 6:5. My mama used to say, God don't like ugly, ain't Crazy about pretty preachers posting selfies, fancy themselves American idols, grinding prayers into Bible paper passed as proverbs, stripped from a ghetto bastard's lips that spit yes massa, black skin, white mask, Jim Crow jumping, dance, Sambo dance. Tell me, New York. How in a banker's hours can a holy pagan penny roller count sins like CPAs that claim heaven on their taxes? Writing eulogies for all our fucks to give, call it a siren sermon. Anything more is laid to rest in a pastor's breast pocket. Keep them closer to the only almighty they truly believe in. Do you remember when amen turned amen into God? Peace, y'all.
Some fucking noise for Elemental, y'all.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I love
Whoa.
you, poet.
Yeah, how did they,
Poet.
there's no way they
Holy
probably
shit.
can't mute us.
Fire, bro.
Why
Holy
he
shits and giggles.
Holy shits and giggles is crazy.
That's a new one.
Yeah, I love that though. Holy shits and giggles. So that's why he is your Thursday night the online open mic host, and y'all gonna hear from him later if you stick around for the Twilight open mic, which you can also sign up for after the lottery closes. We gonna take a brief couple minute intermission, and then we gonna hit y'all with the introduction of the slam proper. So thank y'all for tuning into the pre-show. We gonna hit y'all with the show in just a second for show. So we'll see y'all on the other side of that. All right, stay tuned. Judges, thank y'all for ripping and rocking. We're going to hear from them the rest of this night as far as the scores go. But thank y'all for opening up the space for all of us.
All right. Ron, if you can hit us with a little music.
Sorry, a few tech problems. It was music and now it's gone. I apologize.
If y'all are ready, we gonna bring first to the stage. He is coming all the way from the cornfields of Iowa. He comes in, weighing in at 123 ears of corn, the Stormin' Salvadoran. Give it up for Matthew Marroquín!
Welcome. Welcome. This is the best thing we can do compared to curtain because we don't have a curtain here. And I'm going to move this because we got to figure out camera angles. But before we get there, I'm going to bring in my co-host because I can't do this alone. Coming in from the brick city of Newark, New Jersey, we got someone coming in weighing at about, 27 wheels of cheese. We got the one, the only, the master of bars himself, Paul Con Queso! We got confetti, y'all.
Yeah,
we got confetti, y'all, because it's a party in here.
It's a celebration.
It's a whole celebration. We're here.
It's a new yo-bration.
It's a whole little party here.
Coming live from La Sala. So we're going to hit y'all our customary opening. We have a poem that we like to begin each Final Friday Slam with. So we're going to hit y'all with that. And we're going to do it a cappella for y'all because we don't want Eminem copyright flagging us for using his instrumental.
We can't do it. So let's get to it. Come on.
Whether it's first timers,
or poet scene grinders,
or 52 years strong New Eurekan icons,
or appointed poet laureates,
this stage unites all of us.
Poets singing metaphoric melodies, competing for the chance to shine brighter than your room lights audience. Prepare to become instant fans.
And poets, here you stand. At the Final Friday Slam, you've made the Elite Eight, so take a Bowery as the crowd chat request calls for
an encore, an encore.
Chasing dreams in a city that never sleeps, knowing if you can make it to this stage, you can make it anywhere, so don't ever fear another competitor,
a score,
a judge,
a jury,
an executioner, because what you do here echoes beyond eternity, and you are part of this living, breathing pantheon of words stirring souls that shake
foundations and alphabet. You can even feel it in your Lower East Side between avenues B and C. And as your we share a great company.
I can only speak for myself when I say I hope you jive with me.
Within this virtual Zoom boxes
and across the digital lines of Wi-Fi,
where poets and audience combine, understanding that this will be the only time everyone in this Zoom room will align like this.
Whether it's sacrificial, competition, or sorbet,
on this online stage,
on or off page.
Audience, we hope you stay engaged, whether it's finger snap
or hand claps or shouts in the chat of ooh,
ahs, and A's.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Today, we're your humble host, Matty Marroquín.
Eat bar con queso, so grab a drink from your fridge.
Sink in your sala seats.
Get ready to flex your emojis. And we hope you enjoy your virtual stay. Hey.
That is the virtual edition of our poem that we had to revise.
Yeah. You know, the rewrites. Because it don't
30 minutes ago.
Yeah. We're not physically in a theater on there's not mahogany floorboards here. That's a bar.
Typically, we're off Broadway.
Yeah.
We're off of 43rd Street doing things out.
We got a brick wall next to us. We can make references to mahogany brown, mahogany floorboards, poet shit. But we couldn't today because we're in our apartment.
We are.
Yeah.
But we're here vibing.
We are.
We're doing the things.
And
still
welcome.
Co-hosting.
Exactly.
And
welcome to the Final Friday Slam. We do this on the last Friday of every month. But this show right here, it is a singular event. Like Mateo said in the poem, it's the only time all of us will be gathered here in this singularity, in this exact arrangement.
We bring winners from the Monday night at the Bowery here in Lower East Side, New York City, for those who are not from the New York City area. And other poets who are just killing it in the slam scene around here, in the area. And even with all our preparations, there's one little thing missing,
Mm-hmm.
And that's you. So not only the audience and the judges and everyone else in the Zoom room, but we have a lottery spot, okay? Where you can actually enter into the slam if you think I can,
the number 8 spot is up for grabs.
It really is.
Yep.
But before we get into that, we got to get into some housekeeping or some Zoom rules, really.
So firstly, you'll have the opportunity to unmute and applaud and give love to each performer and cheer them on after each poet spits their piece. So the unmute all is the sign for y'all when it asks you to unmute to give some love, so you can hand clap, finger snap, make whatever noise might alarm or annoy your neighbors. But please no rude comments in the chat or hate speech when we unmute y'all, or you will be removed from the room.
So typically in the theater, we got to show you where the bathroom is. But obviously that doesn't exist here. So the bathroom is wherever your home is.
Yeah.
But please, feel free to use it.
Yeah, freely.
But don't feel free. You don't need. Okay, really, just don't. I really prefer you wouldn't.
Don't bring
us with you.
Yeah.
Don't bring the device
Don't
with you.
the camera on.
Don't the camera on.
Yeah.
Like,
do what you need to do. We're not going to police you.
But don't do that.
Yeah, because one of the rules for the poets is no nudity. So please also keep it, PG-ish.
But let's keep it going.
No shameless self-promotion or spamming of the chat. No disrespect to any of our other performers or any other attendees.
Again, you will be shown the door. We got people watching, all right? So also the unmute button for poets, really more so. Bottom left corner, but also it'll pop up the whole unmute everyone, and it'll ask you to. You can click it, but don't stray too far from your computer so we can hear you clearly. And please, let's keep those cameras on. If you are in a place where you can, we're trying to simulate like a real audience performance.
I want to see your eyes get real wide every time they hit.
Trying to spit a poem and not being able to see any eyes is crazy.
Yeah. So there is no emergency exit. The exit of tonight's open mic is in the leave room button. So again, just like no being weird, no disrespect. And speaking, and if you do, our team will have to show y'all the door. Speaking of our incredible team, we've got some phenomenal staff helping us run this event tonight. Couldn't make it work without them. For our whole New Eurekan team, I want y'all to give it up. The man doing a lot of the projecting and the tech stuff. Let's give it up for you down with RMT, Ron Mark Thompson. Snaps up to Ron Mark Thompson. We got our lottery sign up person coordinating, our liaison doing all the things. We need to give it up for Jasmine Gonzalez. Then we got our scorekeeper and timekeeper today. You're going to hear him jump on the mic to give the final verdict of a lot of the scores. He is the man with the glorious fro, formerly known as Bob Ross. Y'all got to give it up for our brother, Paul Abreu.
On the backup. Oh, we got who's also helping out with some of the tech side things. We got Brian Lee out here, and the one who's making it all look good with all the cameras and the thingies, and really
all making it all shine. And you on the stage on time.
It's Simone. And that's the team we got on here. Again, I'm Marroquín. This is Paulo con Queso, and we're your hosts tonight, along with this incredible staff. So. Before we get started,
we do have a tradition. We can't play the sound clips tonight because, again, copyright infringement. But we're going to do it in the spirit as best we can. Use the chat. So we're going to do what's called the borough roll call, right? This is long in the tradition. Mahogany Brown, Jive Poetic, as they hosted, they did it. And we like to carry on the tradition. So if you hear us shout your borough out, either make some gestures on the camera, drop a little "you're" in the chat, or rep your area of the city. So first coming, is there anybody here tonight in the Zoom room who is tuning in from Staten Island? Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill. Y'all. No, not a single, not a Pete Davidson, not a single person. No one. Cricket. I literally have crickets in my tank. Okay, nobody. None of them. It's okay. The ferries don't run to Zoom.
They don't run to Zoom.
Okay.
The ferries don't run. Okay. Where we typically hold this slam.
Yeah.
Let's see if anyone here is from the borough of Manhattan. Come on. We just saw it the other day.
We did. We just, casually saw Alicia Keys.
Yeah, we casually saw her.
She got New York merch now.
She does.
She is. They also shouted at the New Eurekan in the play in Hell's Kitchen.
They did.
On Broadway. So we'd be doing it on and off Broadway.
Any Manhattanites out here? Any? I know there's a few of them.
Samantha was like, I low key am from Staten Island. She just doesn't like to claim it. She's shame claiming it. But you are claiming it now, so it's okay.
It's okay.
Speak your power. Yeah. No Lower Side us? Nobody from it. Okay. Well, this next borough is not really a borough. It's part of the last borough we announced, but they will never, ever allow themselves to claim part of Manhattan. Is there any Harlem in the building? We fly high, no lie. You know this. Bowling.
Come on, any Harlem? We're gonna see a couple. Okay, no, there's a couple claps out here. There's claps out here. We got some emojis out here. So we're gonna go and see who got some crowns on their heads. Where Queens at? We're out here from Queens. Queens.
They shooting. I made you look.
Okay, Queens. Okay, we got some viewers out here. We got some Queens. We got some Queens.
Where them Queens at?
Okay. Queens, Rockaway.
Yeah. Okay.
Get the money.
See you, Ashley. See you, Rockaway.
We got some vote.
We see y'all repping. Okay. Coming up next. This is an important place to hip hop. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? I saw some people jump ahead and they're like, I'm from Brooklyn. And I'm like, yeah.
Let's see where Brooklyn at.
Wait your turn. No, I'm kidding. We love you.
Okay. Brooklyn. We got You know what? Samantha, she claiming both Brooklyn and Staten.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Claim whatever you need.
Claim whatever you
live
need.
there now, but you didn't grow. It's okay. You have to claim.
You Brooklyn.
Don't let nobody tell you where you can't claim.
All right. So let's see. I know we got a couple people from here.
Oh yeah.
Just from who I know. Okay. Don't worry about the other places, y'all. We'll get to the other places around the world soon. Before we get there, I want to see them throwing them X's up for the BX. Where Bronx at? Where's Big Bronx? There's Bronx in the building. Okay, we got Bronx, and we got another Bronx, and I see more and more Bronx. Okay. Nah, we got some Bronx out here. Okay.
Our executive director is a Bronxite. We got to shout it out.
We got to get some energy on that.
Yeah, Caridad is on the island today, but she is always funneling Bronx energy to us. And then lastly, we gonna shout out because I saw somebody. I swear, if y'all don't shout out Westchester, I'm gonna be so mad. So if you were coming in from anywhere around the world, rep your geographical location. Geotag us in the chat. Tell me. Hold up. Wait, Terry. Hold on, Terry. We gonna get to that, Terry. You don't gotta worry about it. All right. Okay. So if you coming from Westchester, if you coming from another country, if you coming from good day, Mike. You coming from down under. You coming from down under, New Haven, Connecticut. To cut. They gonna cut you where you connect. All right. West Side. Okay, one of our Jersey lady came. She coming with the time difference. Okay, Charlotte. Okay, sidekick coming from Charlotte, the Queen City.
Cali out here
For that, we love that.
Okay, we got Texas.
Hey,
we got
Houston.
Hey, let's go.
Houston,
Virginia.
I'm living in Buffalo, so we're repping the wings. We flew in here.
That's all right. Hartford, H-Town. We got AT now. Okay.
704. Okay.
Okay.
We love it. Okay. And then lastly, the place that we are emanating from today, it is the place that I was born and raised. Maddie has adopted as his own after leaving Iowa. Anybody from Jersey? Shouts to Rashad, right? Former poet laureate of Jersey City. We repping Jersey, right? Okay. Big Chill Town, JC, of course. We repping it all. All right, y'all. So, yeah. Now that we've shown love and everybody's gotten to rep their geographic location,
we gotta do some of the more boring but very important things
you need to know,
aka the slam rules. Okay, I want to make sure you know not only the rules but like how we stay engaged with a poem. So obviously you can do the snap, like I snap to the screen, like to the camera all the time.
Sending power. You can also give people spirit hands. This is like an ASL thing that folks like to do. So you can do this to show your appreciation for the poets. They can feel it.
Or my personal favorite, like the from the novella. Like, you can just like do that.
Like Nick said, clutching your pearls, right? You can also throw quotes from any of your favorite lines, any bars that hit you. Throw it in the chat. Let them know. Let them know what line sung to you. And yeah, say whatever you need to say without unmuting at all. Right. And then that brings us to the slam rules for our competitors. Right.
Yeah.
So hit you off top. 1, there are 3 rounds.
So round 1 consists of 4 head-to-head matches.
Correct.
The winner advances to round 2.
Round 2 consists of 2 head-to-head matches, and the winners of those will then advance to a one-on-one final round. Brings us to a winner.
Yes, for each round. Poets, important. I know you poets know this because it was in the email, but poets, 3 minutes. Okay? 3 minutes. And you only can read one original poem, okay? I don't want to hear any Maya Angelou.
Yes.
I don't want to hear any, like, What Women.
Yeah.
That'd be really bad.
Francisco.
No Rudy Francisco. Don't be like my honest poem.
Yeah.
Unless it's like your own version.
Your own, yeah. Just plagiarize, you know?
The timer starts, though.
Yes.
The moment you start speaking.
As soon as you speak words or open your mouth, right? If the poet goes over their 3 minutes by 10 seconds or more at the 3-minute 10-second score, at the 10-second mark, a half point will be deducted from your score for each additional 10 seconds thereafter.
Yep. So winners will begin with a clean slate of scores every round. So no, I got a 30 last round, so this round I'm fine. I can cruise all the way through. No, you got to bring it. It's a head-to-head match. It's one-on-one. You got to bring it every single time, okay? But the third round, the winner of the third round will be invited to compete, like at least nominated to the Grand Slam at the end of the year.
The prize is actually $1,000. It's $1,000.
$1,000. That's basically rent,
or half of our rent, you know. And a produced performance at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe when we reopen next year.
All right, but a couple other things. No censorship.
Yeah.
Say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, somebody asked before, can I cuss? We're like, fuck yeah, you do that. You go, Glenn Coco. Pero the limit is to no censorship is obviously no hate speech.
No
right?
hate speech. Or
hate speech is directed at Donald Trump or you know.
Like
you can't oppress an oppressor.
Yes.
So saying things of like liberation are okay.
True. Yeah. Different place of the heart.
Yeah, if you were like Donald Trump, the real ballroom was in his mouth all along. That's an example of
That's why.
That's just truth and not hate speech.
Anyways, no props. So we would already be disqualified.
Yeah,
we have confetti and we have more things.
We got bits.
But don't worry about it.
But you can't do that.
No props.
Competing poets.
That means like necklaces, like your shirts, hats, like
you should wear shirts. But
yes,
you can't make
but don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah. Like you can't be like I'd be dragging balls along and then you got a Dragon Ball Z shirt on. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
That seems wrong.
Does.
Yeah, okay. Also, what we said about going to the lavatory. No nudity. I know it should go without saying, but
it's happened.
It's happened. So, you know, when you're spinning your phone, you don't get extra points for like flashing us. So
doesn't help.
Yeah, it's not an incentive.
Automatic.
Yeah.
Disqualification. There's also no theme though.
Yep. No.
You can do whatever the hell you want. But there is no
track accompaniment. You cannot play a beat in the background. It's or it's only your original poetry, your words, your voice, right? You can't just crack out a ukulele and start playing it. You can't have a Squidward flute, like, because that is adding on. That's basically like a prop. You are adding
Monica.
Well, no, they can't do that. You get disqualified immediately.
Fine.
Yeah.
I guess I won't compete.
Don't do it.
Judges, let's get to y'all. Okay, I know y'all know kind of the slam game and how it goes, but let me tell you again, just for a refresher, okay? So judges, you cannot enter the lottery. That is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You can't judge yourself.
Yeah, and you
you can, but like not in slam.
Yeah, maybe don't just love yourself.
Love yourself. Don't
be free of judgment. You know. Secondly, judges must stay here until the slam ends, right? We need you for the whole thing up until the final, so don't leave, please. Don't abandon me like my father.
That's crazy. But judges, talking about family, you can't be family or romantically involved. That means like sleeping with any of them.
That's an advantage.
With any competing poet.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you can't shoot your shot after, but be very respectful about it. And don't do it in the Zoom room, y'all. Like,
not allowed.
That's just weird.
Actually, for the judges, you can score from a 0.0 to a 10. Decimals are encouraged. So if you wanted to, give somebody a 9.6 or a 9.7, that's fair. You don't just have to go from 9 to 10. It's okay to give us a 6, 7.
That's crazy. You did that twice now.
Let me read. It was a free show, man. My show something.
No. Okay, so he's literally a fourth grader.
Yeah.
And this is what we live with. But before we can get started in the show.
Yes. We need a sack.
We need a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do something
in
the poetry world.
Yeah.
If you don't know, We gotta sacrifice.
It's not a pagan sacrifice. It's not like that. There's not a volcano involved or fire or any of that. But there is some fire poetry, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we're gonna bring up our sack of the night. Okay. So this person. Just one? Was
Yeah,
last month? Wow, she just our Halloween. Yes, she just won our Halloween final Friday.
And y'all get the treat of having her here on this Friday.
Gotta get saving on Friday. But let's bring up Court to the stage. Let's bring it up, Court.
What's going on? She is from the hallway.
Hey.
What's good?
Judges, be ready.
Even Judas sat at the table with Jesus. And for those of y'all that don't know the story, Judas sat at Jesus' table, ate his food, consumed all he had to offer, and turned on him. Killed him with a kiss. I stopped hosting dinner parties. The first one I hosted ended somewhere between my best friend sleeping with the guy that I loved and my friend stealing money from me from right under my nose. I know. I should have been more aware. But you see, the thing about sitting at the table with people is you can only see their hands sometimes, feet never, so you never know who's attempting to step on your toes. You just have to trust them. And you have to do it with your eyes closed. If I tried to throw the same supper with the same people, they'd end up sitting at the table with my ghost. That's all that's left of me. My soul has watched old friends break off the hand that I lent them and eat it right off the bone. The shoulder I gave them to cry on disintegrated by their tears of acid, as if it was an attempt to rob everyone else of that same shoulder, including myself. They worshipped my wisdom, so they offered me a sanctuary. Just so I could pour myself onto their tongues, I'd host these dinner parties as an attempt to bring all my friends together. However, didn't know that the feast would feature fragments of my soul, my golden heart, the main dish. I'd dish out advice, not knowing that it was just the appetizer before my life was to be devoured. They consumed every version of me. Like bottomless steak at Ruth Chris, I started hosting dinner parties again. Because something they could never fully digest was my soul, so I just dressed her in thicker clothes. I made sure the table was clear, just so I could see who attempts to step on my toes. I was more aware this time, invited new people to this dinner party. We broke bread over our shared love for dining and partying. We partied potluck style, scattered our life stories across the glass table, consumed food like we had never eaten before. We were starved of community, companionship, communion. The communion, we devoured dreams, poured ourselves into wine glasses and toasted to tasteful tandem, and I could see everyone's hands, everyone's feet. No one attempted to step on my toes, and when it was time to go, we embraced each other so tight, basking in the fact that we just fed our souls. My best friend came over. She wrapped me in her goodbye. She sealed it with a kiss, and I instantly remembered Judas. How he sat at Jesus' table, consumed all he had to offer, and turned on him, killed him with a kiss. And at that moment, I knew that this was my last supper. Thank you.
Let's go for the sack. So everyone, this is where we're gonna give it up right now. Give it up. Cheer, cheer, cheer.
Wow. I do not envy these judges.
Handle
That poem was fire. Holy and unholy
Stairwell's
shit.
crazy though. For real, the
Holy
stairwell
and
is
That's too much for me
crazy.
in my stairwell.
So that's so cool. But we have our own little poem. Judges, while you're
tabulating, calculating,
they're gonna bring you up. We have our own poem we wrote off of our
fridge poetry.
So ferocious poetry dazzles desires, marvel the sacred night,
Uh-huh.
embrace the dance of our universe in life's brilliant magic. And that's our fridge poem for
Yes.
y'all.
Little bonus.
Little bonus poem. You know?
For y'all.
And in this time, judges will be set up and spotlighted here real quick.
Yeah.
And you should be writing down a number. That number can be, 0.0 to 10.0, depending on how good that poem felt to you,
So if it's like the best poem you've ever heard in your life, that's the 10 is earned, right?
10 is earned.
Yeah, that's got to be
10 is like rent.
Yeah, like Zoran Mamdani, like stabilizing rent.
Rent.
Yeah. That kind of
For the America.
Yeah.
Like that is a 10.
And you'd give a poem a 7 if it was like you get on the L train and somebody has already pissed in the cabin.
Yeah, but did it happen while you were there?
No, yeah,
So
it was
a little bit better.
Yeah.
0 is like even worse than that. Don't even have to.
It's Trump administration. Okay, anyway. All right, so we've got all our judges, our dream team assembled.
We do.
And we gonna throw it to them. They're gonna throw up their scores. We gonna call 1, 2, 3, throw them up. They're gonna throw them up. And then our wonderful time and scorekeepers are going to hit us with the score.
Keep the score up until I'm done
Yes, sir.
announcing them all. So in 3, 2, 1, put them up.
Throw them up.
Keep them real close. Okay, I love that. Well, y'all have markers and whiteboards for some reason. So from low to high, we have a 7.3. We have an 8.5. We have an 8.7, an 8.8, and an 8.9. Give it up for the poet, not the score.
As always,
you can put the scores down.
Give it up for the poet, as always.
Love it, love it, love it. So during this time, things will be tabulating.
Yep.
Things will be going. And we're going to hear it
Paul.
from the scorekeeper.
Will be Paul, the other Paul.
There's another Paul.
Paul Abreu.
There's another Paul.
You know, there's the Highlander rule where like there can only be one, but I don't want to kill him because he's super awesome.
Well, it's more like a Sith thing.
Yeah,
always
two. So we're
always
more
two.
Sith than Highlander. Yeah.
I mean, just for the vibes, I feel like a kind of like battle to the death with an immortal would be fire to cap off the slam. But regarding scores,
Mike, you know,
the scores, I got 26.0.
Hey, let's give it up for that poet, okay? So how this works is there's 5 scores. How does that math work? You drop the bottom score, you drop the top score, and you add in the middle 3. And that's how we do it. Now, we're going to start the slam.
We're going to start the slam proper. So in order to do that, we need to show y'all what the brackets are for the overall first round. The first round is 4 bouts, head-to-head bouts, right? So these matchups are, in our first matchup, we've got Kaleo. Oh, hold up. You know, technology be technologying. I blame Bill Gates for this personally.
I blame Zuckerberg. You know,
Zuckerberg?
I blame.
Zuck if you Zuck.
Yes.
Yeah. It's still loading.
It's so funny. It's up on my end. So damn technology. That's
okay.
We're gonna try that again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we
until then, we're gonna
Let me try it again.
Right.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
There we go. We slide in the show. So we've got our competitors tonight. We've got Kaleo up against Ave Maria in our first bout. We've got Jaden taking on TJ in our second bout of round 1. We've got Fahitza taking on Yex in bout 3 of round 1. And then we've got Daniel taking on one of you. But you got to DM the lottery. You got to DM Lottery Jasmine in order to throw your hat in that ring, right?
So while this slideshow thing is being weird and somehow frozen, that's fine. We're gonna bring up the poets of the first round.
Yes, we are.
So let's bring up the poets
To the stage. Bring up Kaleo and Ave Maria, y'all.
Bring them up.
Spotlight them. We're gonna do our customary. We don't got Mortal Kombat sounds. We're gonna do our best. What's going on, Kaleo? I love the lights. The lights are giving, right? And then we got Ave Maria just looking like a light in all white, right?
Okay, but this is the last compliment we can give.
Yeah, we can't compliment y'all on your poems.
We
can
can't.
be like, your fit is fire. Yeah, because it's just like, it's obvious that your fit's on fire. Yeah. And then we're going to do a coin flip, right? And then Maddie is going to, if I flip it, Maddie's going to confirm. If Maddie flips it, I'm going to confirm. But we're going to ask one of you to call it in the air. So I'm going to flip, and then I'll say, Ave Maria, call it in the air, right? And then you say heads or tails. And you know the deal. If you win, you get to choose if you go first or you defer to the other to go first. So I'm going to flip, call it in the air. Ave Maria, heads or tails?
Tails.
What is that?
Heads.
So Kaleo, would you like to go first or second?
I will go second.
Right.
Okay, we're going to put
Sorry.
Ave Maria.
With that being said, welcome Ave Maria to the stage.
My relationship with love and sex has always been a bit distorted. Like, I wanted sex, but not the ooh, she's pretty, let me take care of the kitty type of sex. No, this may be of surprise given my youthful look, stature, or my size, but I kind of enjoyed the type of love where I question if I make it out alive. You see, I wanted you to choke me, bend me over both ways, make me beg for it. I kind of liked it tough. If I'm being honest, I guess I said it enough times I started to believe it. The first time I had sex, he had to fight for it. Wait a minute. So you just don't like it rough? Then I got called an ungrateful bitch, as if assaulting me wasn't enough. It's sad, really. Mishandling me was just something I got used to, and it showed in my taste of men, but don't worry, they got used too. You know how to reel a man in and make them tight? Stop them, then use your vibrator. Terrible, I know. Just call me a masturbator, but boy, did that make them bite. Like, fuck me, nah, nigga, fuck you. Yes, talk down on me, say I'm good for nothing. My mama said it too. See, I had no problem calling man daddy because mine stepped out of my mom's too many times to count, and I'm still searching for an example of what a man who truly loves a woman should be. After all, they say a daughter's first love is their daddy, right? And I had no problem getting down on my knees because sometimes it felt like the only position God truly heard me in between crying for help and calling for Jesus. He knew exactly what that mouth could do. Yeah, I know. There's a lot me and my therapist had to unpack, but I truly do blame my understanding of men based off of how we describe their acts. I mean, when a man loves a meal, does he cherish it slowly? No, he devours it. And does he pour life into a performance? No, he kills that shit. Well, does he wine, dine, 69 and show that pussy love? No, he beats that pussy up. So what was I supposed to expect from love or sex? Sure, those were just expressions, but that wasn't my impressions. To describe love and sex, we listened to Jeezy, C Breezy, R. Kelly, Diddy, and even Wayne. Those were the black men we grew up glorifying, but I'm the one to blame? Whatever. I met a guy the other day. He told me he likes it gentle. He said that loving me is the least he could do, that he'll make it his mission to love me effortlessly like the ocean's tide and I am his moon. I laughed, deflected, then ran into my therapist because I doubt it would work. I'm still kind of used to it being rough. I'm still healing from men who told me I'm not light enough to cuff, but I'm sure as hell dark enough to fuck. Like I said, it's not that I actually like it toxic, it's just what I'm used to. They say it takes 30 days to break a habit, but all it takes is that one for it to end so tragic. So please, tell me, how do I go from rough to gentle when I'm still at war with my mental? I know being handled with love and care is everything I deserve, but it truly is so damn hard when my definition of love has been so perverse. Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for the poets.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
poet.
Yeah. That was great.
Your job. Holy shit,
Let's go.
giggles. That was beautiful.
Go.
That was fun.
Love it every time I hear it.
Okay, so the judges are going to come back onto the main screen. And while that's happening, I'll tell you a little story. Honestly, I didn't have a story ready. So I'm really hoping the judges are on the screen faster than I can imagine.
Just really
Yeah.
quickly, sorry. I can't pin you if your video isn't on. So try to keep your videos on, judges.
Yes, judges, keep your video on. It is great. It works so much better for us. So that way we can do it really, really fast and really, really quick and keep it going. And yes, I'll tell a story later now because we have the judges here and they're so great and amazing and experts. They probably already have a number down for me, and I don't gotta banter and tell you guys weird stories about my life. So with that being said, judges, get ready. Put them up in 3, 2, 1. Put them up, put them up, put them up. Let's see them. Waiting for all the numbers. Waiting for all the numbers. Okay, there we go. From low to high, we have a 7.8. We have a 8.6. We have a 9. We have a 9.2. And we have a 9.3. However you feel about that, judges, thank you. Thank you, judges. However you feel about that, feel free to express however you feel about these judges' scores in the chat. Go for the poem, go against the poem. We can't do the yays or boos that normal slams have. But for now, we're going to bring up Khalil to the stage to do their poem.
They say things come best in threes or pairs. So tell me why I feel like the only one. Why does loneliness feel like my ribs are being snapped open from the inside? A slow, deliberate cracking like the world is prying me open just to see what spills out. Tell me, why does it seem like everyone else was built with matching parts while I came into this world mismade, molding myself out of scraps, hoping someone might mistake me for whole? One is one, but two is the pulse of life. Two hands clasped, two foreheads pressed, two bodies curled into a shape that says, don't go. Two is a promise. Three is religion. Three is the trinity of meaning. Three is the cycle of feeling the emptiness, facing it, and naming it self. Three is a universe knowing exactly what it's doing. But one, God, one is a wound. One is the taste of copper in your mouth when it's held on too long to something that doesn't hold back. One is the moment your chest hollows out as if the world reached in and scooped you clean. One is a heartbeat with no echo, no beat. Have you felt it? That cavern forming under your sternum, a sinkhole of silence where your own thoughts ricochet like trapped animals clawing to escape. Have you navigated crowds and felt your skin tighten like it flinches away from touch? Like every shoulder brushing past you is another reminder that you are not being reached for? Have you laid in bed feeling your bones hum with a loneliness so deep it vibrates, a frequency only your blood seems to hear? This is what being the only one feels like. Body turned into an unanswered question, soul into an empty house, mind into a hallway with every door locked from the outside. It's visceral. It's feral. It's animal. It's waking up at 3 a.m. with your throat tight and hands trembling because someone, somewhere is holding someone else and your body knows it before your mind can catch up. It's the stomach drop when you realize you become so used to surviving alone that you've forgotten what it feels like to be chosen. It's the taste of silence, bitter, metallic, like licking the edge of a knife just to remember what feeling is. And still people smile and repeat the same line. Things come best in threes or pairs, as if that helps, as if that comforts, as if saying it will magically summon the missing pieces you've carved out of yourself. So tell me why my chest feels like a demolished building, why my shadow feels like it's the only witness I have left, why I keep searching for proof that my existence deserves a counterpart. Tell me why I feel like the only one. And the universe, cold, uncaring, and absolute, presses its presence against my pulse, leans in and whispers, because some souls were forged alone before they learn how to be held.
Let's give it up for the poet.
Yeah.
Wow, that shadow
Good
line.
poet.
Money.
Go it, poet.
Money.
Okay. Mute everybody. We're gonna go into the judging period. So, fun fact of just about our living place, majority of the things, especially in this living room, were either gifted to us, were found, or gracefully liberated from their place. Yeah. And that makes up most of our living room. So, you know, yeah, we found
items in bulk garbage area. We're like, that's not trash. That's a TV.
It really is like that sometimes.
Sometimes you got to be a raccoon.
Yeah.
You gotta turn trash and make it into treasure.
Really do. You really do.
Be a raccoon.
But now that you guys look done, I'm gonna ask for the scores so we can stop talking about
raccoons,
potentially incriminating things.
Yeah.
So let's see the scores in 3, 2, 1. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up. Okay, from low to high, we have a 7.7. We have an 8.3. We have an 8.8, a 9.1, and a 9.4. Give it up for the poet, not the scores. So in this moment, we're going to bring back up our scorekeeper. You know, our good old scorekeeper, the other Paul. There you are. There you are. Tell us what it's like.
All right. With a score of 24.7, give it up for Kaleo. And with a score of 26.8, give it up for Ave Maria.
Give it up for the poets. Thank you for showing. Show the bracket. For now, we're gonna show the bracket and do all that fun stuff. As you can see, we're gonna bring the bracket up every time. And now
Maddie, I just want to add something in case anyone in the audience calculated along. There was a time deduction for Kaleo. This is why the score was lower. So I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you, Ron. That's a good to know. And now we're gonna have a slight little poll before we start our screen again, and before we get highlighted, we're gonna do a little thing. But before that, let's get us back on the screen.
Oh, hi. I know you saw me talking about raccoons, and I don't just talk about them, I live them. So we're just here having a bunch, having a bunch of fun with our friends, giving y'all bits and fits all night. So I'm really excited because our next bout coming up is featuring, the poll. Yeah, the poll. Polls are important. Did the poll go up? Is the poll up? Y'all got the poll? Y'all being polled? Oh, there we go. Boom. We judging the judges. So if you want, you can answer this question. How are the judges doing, y'all? Your options are great so far, which is currently polling at the top. They're fine. Or boo, tomato, 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 banana, right? Yeah, because we love to hear from y'all, right? This is a democracy, not a dictatorship. So if we were in person, y'all could boo. Pero you're not. So we gonna use the technology. Ayo. Tired of using technology. So yeah, but we need them judging. Right? And we appreciate them for their service, but they know that the judges will be judged at the same time. So that's the result. As y'all see, 80% say great so far, 10% say they all right, and then 10% say boo. All right. So we're going to move it on to bout 2 of round 1. So we're going to bring up next to the stage, y'all. Can we get the highlight on Jaden and EJ? Y'all, what's good? What's good, brodies? How are we? Ooh-wee. Okay. So we got our two poets here ready to do it.
What up?
What's good? So I'm going to do the coin flip. Y'all already know the deal. I'm going to ask one of you to call it in the air. And then I'm going to get Mateo to confirm that it is what it looks like. So call it in the air, Jaden.
Tails.
Tell me what that is, Mateo.
It is heads.
It is a heads. So with that being said, TJ, would you like to go first or second?
You know what? I'm going to go first.
Okay. Switching it up. All right. So with that being said, we're going to give it up for our first poet, TJ, y'all.
So what's good, and I'm going to get this out of the way real quick. I am a Gemini. And, respectfully, I'm sick and tired of the hate. A lot of y'all call us two-faced, when in reality, we're just masters of duality. Like, for example, I see the world in both black and white. I'll ask you, if you've eaten, would you like to be eaten? And in relationships, I'm either all or nothing. There is no in-between. I am duality. My poetry is both love and pain. I'm both Luke Bryant and Lauryn Hill. I'm both Manin and hi, how are ya? I am duality shit. Even growing up, I lived deep in the suburbs and went to school deeper in the hood. I had both home-cooked meals and my nigga, you got McDonald's money. I've experienced both adoption and a loving family. And yes, 9 times out of 10, those two things are polar opposites. But regardless, I am the living definition of duality. So much so that I can't tell y'all how many times I've smiled in front of y'all and cried backstage because I'm both spoken word and Shakespeare. To be or not to be, that's the question, and I asked myself that every fucking day. Should I stay or should I leave? Because I was duality, I did a lot of people pleasing, but people never pounded pleasing me. I pumped life into others, but at the risk of siphoning it from myself, I was constantly showing up and showing out for other people, but felt like no one gave a fuck about me. I felt empty and felt the only way to fill that void was through the love of people who oftentimes didn't even love themselves. I was sick and tired of being duality, because to be duality, you have to split yourself into two parts. And mine were constantly warring with each other, and it almost ended in a murder suicide. With both parties being me, so something had to change. I realized I had to take a nice long look at myself in the mirror, break myself down, and build myself back up into an alchemist. You know, the three pillars of alchemy are recognition, decomposition, and reconstruction. I realized that my brain was the reason why I almost left this planet. I just had to decompose those thought processes and build them back up into something beautiful, and then, and only then, could I truly become an alchemist. And after that, I began to transmutate tears into smiles. I started to recreate what has been destroyed, and I stopped myself from committing the ultimate taboo. The transmutation of human life, but in reverse. Now that may sound like duality, but the difference is one was at the cost of my self-worth, the other was an addition. Call it the law of equivalent exchange. One saved me, one drained me, one held my head underwater. The other chopped off the arm and then taught me to float. And so I did. Peace.
Right, y'all. Unmute yourself. Give it up for that.
Okay,
Always.
poet.
Let's go it,
Come
poet.
on.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
poet.
Okay.
Holy and unholy shit.
Fire.
Spit that FMA shit. Let's go.
What do you said? Unholy shit? That's wild. Leave it to poets to put their thing down, flip it, and reverse it. All right. So we gonna bring up all of our judges, and in the meantime, I can always banter. I am a Gemini rising. That's no bias to the poem. It's just a fact being stated. Raccoons. Originally, raccoons were used as experimental animals before, like rabbits and mice and bunnies, etc. But they were too smart. They kept stealing key cards and escaping. So they had to stop using raccoons in like experimental trials. Anyway, okay, all our judges are up. So I'm gonna stop with the raccoon lore, and I'm gonna get to the score. All right. So on the count of three, judges, we gonna throw it up. 1, 2, 3. Throw it up. So from low to high, we got an 8.2. Then we got a 9. Then their upstairs neighbor, we got a 9.1, staring in the mirror at their twin tower. Inappropriate. Another 9.1. And then all the way on the highest floor in this apartment building, we got a 9.3. But fuck the score. Give it up again for that poet, y'all. I know. Sorry. 9/11 jokes never hit quite right. And I did it again. Okay. Sorry. So we're gonna bring up Jaden next. And we're gonna allow him to unmute and take the stage. Jaden, take it away.
All right, y'all can hear me, right? Here's what I'll do. I'll hear the alarm, get to the door, get to the band room, across the hall, enter the auditorium from there. I'll exit stage left, and then I'm gone. This is my escape plan in case a school shooter ever comes in while I'm in my 12th grade math class. I've had one for every room. I've had to. Since 5th grade, it was hit right out the door, go down the left hallway, exit there. 6th grade homeroom, but on the first floor, windows always unlocked, open air. 7th grade English. Uh-oh. I'm not near any exits, but I'm not scared. Quick break to the library, hit the opposite door, go down some stairs. 8th grade gym class, come on. We already on the field, hop the fence. I don't care. You get the gist. America has romanticized endangering infant lives to the point where I fantasized an AR-15 between my eyes. I would doze off in class, wondering what happens if I hear guns go off in class, but I was ready, willing to take a bullet if it looked fly enough. Wonder how many bullets it took for me to fly enough to hit that ground harder than I left it. I want to have an impact so strong I get to be talked about in one of our student lessons. I should have known. One more student lesson from the whole Was never a math problem America cared to solve. Science class taught me what happens when you mix lead with blood. Sandy Hooks. English class taught me it's not they are good kids, they were good kids. That's history. They'll never put it in the books. They don't want you to learn. Instead, they'll just show you the same kind of graph your death will be on. It's an exponential curve. So here's what I'll do. I'll hear the alarm, get to the door, lock it. I'll tell the kids hide in the corner. We're playing a game because they get too scared if they get too loud, and I'm getting too scared because they're getting too loud. So I tell them, if you make any noise, I have to end your playtime early. And see, playing is their whole life. So I pray they know it means it might end their lifetime early. See, I'm teaching now. So sometimes when I turn this corner, it's hard for me to slow my breathing down. What if I see an intruder look down? My God, he's reaching now. Thank God I got my escape plan. But fuck, these kids ain't something I can leave without. I'm only 19, both a teacher and a student. So this selfish and selfless fear gets so confused, and I'm both scared to be lost and scared of losing. There is no escape plan for the American school, and so you get the gist. America has legalized endangering infant lives to the point where I'm terrified of an AGM carbine between their eyes. I watch them doze off in class, and I pray that they never hear. Thank you.
Ooh-wee. All right, y'all. Mute and give it up for that poet.
Yeah. Holy and
Very
unholy
deep, very
poet.
Yeah, bro.
That was
Wow.
That's that rapid firework.
Amazing. Amazing. Fucking amazing.
Rapid firework. L with the wordplay. We getting our judges back to the stage. They have given so much already. All right. So with that being said, we got all our 5 judges on stage. Are we ready? We tabulated. We locked in. We calibrated. See, that was a gun pun. No, not a good time for a gun pun. Okay, I'm gonna stop. My brand is out of pocket. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's like, it's like a stand-up comedian, but poets. All right. So y'all, on the count of 3, we gonna throw it up. 1, 2, 3. Throw it up. All right. So I think it's supposed to be. Yeah, I get you, Medusa. It's the other way, right? Yeah. You gotta flip it the other way. Flip it under. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So from low to high, we got an 8.5. Then we got a 9.2. That was a good year. Then we got a 9.3. Then looking slightly up at his older sibling, a 9.4. And our very first motherfucking 10 of the night, y'all. But fuck the score. Give it up for the poet. And we're going to bring up the other Paul to the stage, my Sith compatriot. And he's going to drop the final scores on us. Are we good? Are we mathified?
We're all mathed out. I do want to apologize. I didn't mention Kaleo's time deduction before. I'll make sure to do that in the beginning every single time, all right?
We're filling it out. It's virtual. It's different. It's different.
Yeah. We're not cheating. I'm not cheating.
No, we're going to give ourselves grace,
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Starting off with our first poet, TJ, with a total score of 27.2. Jaden, with a total score of 27.9.
Oh, shit. Okay. So advancing to the next round, and the bracket's already up. Jaden. Give it up for Jaden, y'all. Also give it up for TJ, right?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Love y'all. Ain't no taking an L if it's a lesson, right? And so that being said, right, we gonna bring up the bracket. The bracket, as you see, advancing to round 2 is Ave Maria and Jaden. However, it's pure cinema going on over here.
It literally is like a whole show out here. And I really love it. So I had to bust out the popcorn and like the glasses.
Yeah.
Because it's pure cinema. But before we get to that, we're going to go into the next round. And honestly, I don't remember who was up next. So yeah, we got pizza. I didn't remember that after I said it. We got pizza and Yak. So let's bring them up. Bring them up to the stage. There you are. Everything's so dark. and this popcorn is really good. I like doing it over the stove. Do you have a quarter?
Oh yes, quarters are necessary. We do have.
I lost mine.
I located it right here.
You know what?
It's right here.
It's right there. I can't see. So you're actually gonna have to be my eyes
Yes,
because
I got
I
you.
can't see this.
It's blind.
But Pizza, call it heads or tails.
Heads.
That is tails.
It's tails. It is tails. Okay, Yex. Do you want to be first or second?
I'll go second.
You go second. So let's bring up the pizza to the stage.
I asked my dad for a computer last week, and I ended up writing this poem and essay in an unfinished fuck you text on my phone the next weekend. In a group chat, just him, me, and mom, I quoted Jay-Z because Creole requires that I unmask myself as part mother. Dad, come on, don't you know nobody win when the family feuds? But those three dots that pop in and out lose rhythm in between each minute. Dad, a laughing reaction is not a response. If you break apart the word father, you'll find its legal definition to be of $100 a month in child support, to be of guardian, to be of constant swearing at the mother, to be of conversations in which you say, I can't believe that bitch put me in child support, and bitch suddenly becomes a new requisite of girlhood. And now I'm quarter bitch, quarter mother, quarter guardian. Sometimes on the street, someone asks me what I am racially, ethnically, genetically, can't be you, so I opt for other and think to wash the ambiguity off my cheeks so that they can't see the quarter that left me. See, the worst shit that you can say to a hot girl is that she looks just like her dad. So I'm putting it on like an unfinished get ready with me, 2 coats of tequila to form hazy lines where your face shape should be, vodka next to forget the texture of your shaven beard, to forget how it feels like when I have made myself Dalloway, to forget fajitsa. I don't like conceptualizing father through poetry. The words always end up more beautiful than they should be, more beautiful than you deserve, more than $100 could ever get you. But the secret to building generational wealth, according to my father, is to skin yourself and wear abandonment. It's to let your light skin become that of ownership in a mansion somewhere, maybe in a town in Massachusetts where the name only makes sense when it is spoken out of a white mouth and not that out of the black child you dismembered. Dad, last week I thought about calling you Stanielle. It felt more fitting than to continue wearing your last name like an outgrown costume. I've outgrown that body. I've outgrown the I miss yous. And before you ask me again if mom's moved on, she's moved on and I haven't. I am still on the couch. I am still smelling blood. I am still hearing cries. I am still begging you to get off of me or her or me or her. I can't remember anymore if it was me or her or you and her on that couch when beer felt more familiar than your hands. I can't remember if you flinched after you said I'm sorry or if you said I'm sorry or who left who then. I just remember YouTube tutorials of how to make a bed out of a back seat, how to keep a car warm so you don't freeze, how to leave a man when it's not his heart that beats. See, my mom tells me that nobody I will ever love will ever be like you, that it was a mistake and that she made the mistake of loving you. But when I'm out on the street and someone asks me what I am, racially, ethnically, genetically, sober as a dog, I quiver knowing that the hazy lines that form around my face belong to yours.
Give it up for the poets. We're gonna ask all to unmute.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Okay. That's
That
just not
was,
Oh
okay.
my lordy. That was
that was
amazing.
that was icy.
We love to hear it. I'm over here. Want popcorn? Sign up for the lottery. The match after this is Daniel versus whoever signed up for the lottery spot.
Last chance coming up.
So yes, please sign up for the lottery.
Your shot.
Yeah, what he said. But until then, judges, let's see it in 3, 2, 1. Put them up, put them up, put them up. I can't see with these things on. From low to high. We have a 9.0. Then we have a 9.3. Then we have a 9.5. Looks in the mirror and sees its twin, a 9.5. And then we have a 9.8. Give it up for the poet, not the score. And we're going to bring Yex to the stage. Bring them up. There they are.
I read an article the other day about a black toddler named Darnell Gray that had gone missing, during which the local police department justified why he wasn't worthy of an Amber Alert. This is an open letter to my daughter. Dear Syra, I should have named you Amber just in case. Amber because black children always fit the description but never the criteria. God forbid you disappear. Maybe they'd be as quick to put your face on the back of chocolate milk cartons as they are when they place you in handcuffs, or in cop cars, or in jail cells, or in graveyards, or in boxes with check marks. I should have named you Amber because a ghetto-sounding name should be the link that distincts one between missing and a runaway. White children go missing, slaves run away, black boys can't whistle, white girls tell white lies, Jim Crow got your tongue while Emmett Till dies. I should have named you Amber so that when you speak, you don't have to repeat yourself. Sorry to bother, it's Syra, not Cyrus. Sorry to bother, it's Sarji, not Sarah. Spirit of forefathers, it was Kunta, never Toby. Syra. Sigh like science. Like the only black that matters to them, the one in outer space. Sigh like science. If only they'd recognize the carbon copied galaxy freckled upon your face. Ra, like sun god. See, I should have named you Amber, but I named you Syra instead because I knew your locks would begin where namesake ends. And if I would have named you Amber, they would have renamed you Medusa. They dread little black girls with magical powers like Latasha Harlins and Ayanna Jones and India Keeger and Nia Wilson and Sandra Parks. Oh, children of the ghetto, you should have all been named Amber because they're white physicians without borders or boundaries or morals or humanity, butchering black names and black babies. Melanin still goes for $3.50 a gram. Do it for the gram. I ain't gonna do it. Don't do it. It's a sham. They still gonna do it. You've been bamboozled, worth more dead than alive, hoodwinked. I should have named you Amber so that when you interview for a position, you don't feel a need to straighten out your kinks. And when you show up for work, you can really arrive because shrinking yourself to fit European beauty standards could kill you spiritually inside. Maybe I shouldn't have named you Amber. Maybe I should have named you A, B, C, D, E so the entire world knows you come first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and not just a fraction of that, because jumping the gun has always been their common denominator. Shoot. Even I can pronounce it. Absidy, hands up, don't shoot. The caucasity of them to judge us by our names. I should have named you Amber, but Syra rolls off this mother's tongue like I took my time naming you, like your destiny depended on it. Like if I sounded the alarm, I wouldn't need to invoke the spirit of Amber for it to be deafening. Like if I needed to alert anyone, it'd be my ancestors, because at least they'd respond faster than police. Poem.
Okay, let's give it up for the poets.
Yeah.
Handle that. Handle that. Absolutely.
You did that.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit for real.
We love it. We love it. We love all the cheers. We love all the clapping. So my mom was gonna try to name me like Dominic or like Joshua. I don't know why. I ended up with Matthew. And it's really funny because my mom didn't know English when I was like born. And my dad didn't know that much either. So like you would think Mateo, but I don't know. They named me Matthew. I don't know. So I was born in El Barrio in California. And they decided Matthew because it sounded nice, even though my mom couldn't pronounce it right. So, it's kind of a funny thing, names, Yeah, make sure you sign up for the lottery spot if you haven't yet. But for now, judges, we're going to tell you to bring it up in 3, 2, 1. Put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up. Let me see. Okay, from low to high, we have an 8.9. And then we have a 9.6. Who looks in the mirror and sees another 9.6. And then I see 2. 10. And we'd love to see it. Thank you, judges. Thank you, judges. For now, we're going to bring in the almighty Paul scorekeeper man.
Almighty.
Paul Mighty. All Paul Mighty, yeah. Let's hear what's up.
When we talk about names, my mom wanted to name me Augustus because my birthday's in August, but all I can think about is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when she does that song.
Like Gus's is pretty cool though. I actually like that name, but go on.
Yeah. All right. There were I'm sorry. There were no time deductions in this round. However, Yex did get close with a 3:07 time. She's good, but running close. Starting off with Yex's score, we have a 29.2. And to Fahitsa, we have a 28.3.
Bring up that bracket. As you can see, Yex is moving on to the next round. We love to see it. Thank you, Vaitza, for joining. Great poems. We love all the poetry so far. And we're going to keep it going.
This night has been tea. It really has been tea. I'm gonna just sip a little bit. I'm gonna calibrate myself. Because now our fourth bout of the first round has come. And that means that we need to pull up the lottery wheel. Hope all y'all got your names in the hat that wanted to throw your name into the hat, because now your shot is done. So that being said, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alan, Gary, Terry, Rose, Jertson, Dreamcatcher, JB Stone, and Maestro Deshawn. So when you are ready, spin that wheel, make the deal, and let's see who's gonna be going head to head with Daniel. And it spins and it spins and it spins and it's slowing and it's slowing and it's stopping, but it's Maestro. And it turns yellow at the last second. So I'm sorry, Maestro. That's how the wheel goes sometimes. And our winner is JB Stone, y'all. So it's all right. Stick around though, Maestro, because we got the Twilight open mic after. And if you didn't make it on the lottery and you wanted to, that is when you gonna get the spit. So can we please have Daniel and JB Stone, y'all? All right, poets. We gonna get ready for bout 4 of round 1. I'm gonna call it in the air, right? And then you let me know. Daniel, heads or tails?
Heads.
What is it, Matthew?
It's happened.
All right. So with that being said, Daniel, would you like to go first or second?
Second.
Right. So with that, I bring y'all JB Stone.
Before I start, can anyone hear me okay?
I hear you great. It's just I think that we have video-ish. I'm seeing somebody else on video right now. I'm seeing Daniel. Yeah, we just gonna get you to frame, JB, before we let you rock. Give us just there we go. All right, you're good, poet. Take it. I'm not sure what happened. I think it's saying bandwidth is low. I can't hear you right now, JB. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think we may need JB to
Savory! Are you mad? And I'm just over here like, let's
JB.
tomato.
Give us 1 second. Give us 1 second, because your bandwidth was low, so it lagged a lot. We're gonna let you begin again.
Okay. I'm sorry,
Yeah, sorry.
everybody. I hope this doesn't cost me anything with the judges
No.
now.
Yeah, it's not gonna tabulate into your score. We just want to make sure that we get the full poem and we get the full experience.
Do I look choppy right now?
I think it's just because there might be an issue with the Wi-Fi bandwidth.
Yeah, the place I'm staying in, the Wi-Fi is not working, so I'm going straight off my phone's data. So I apologize. This is what broke people deal with. So,
host, would we be okay if we allow him to turn the camera off just as an exception? Would that be okay?
No. It's not gonna. Okay.
I think
every
that
time I do
that might.
I have a glitch here, man. Oh, okay.
Okay, we're gonna remain calm, right? Because we can let you give it a go with your bandwidth like this. I just don't want it to lag. Something that helps when we're in the open mic spheres is usually like taking your video off makes your audio smoother. But then you sacrifice being seen. So it's up to you. If you would like to try again, we can let you try again. I just didn't want people not to catch your poem. All right. So you want to give it another go? We gonna let. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Can
you see me? Can you hear me? Okay.
I can see you and I can hear you now.
Okay. Imposed by Bob Dylan, so not only to the American songbook, but into the American years is call him a corpse, or how many memories must a man conceal until you call him a semi-automatic rifle? The answer is that on my area in the street for a few days. It's not okay?
It's really lagging. I hate to do this. But it's really not coming.
Someone else, I'll just do the open mic. I'm sorry, everybody.
No, it's okay.
I apologize. My grandma's place fucking sucks.
That's
Holy
okay.
shit. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's so fucking embarrassing.
It's okay.
Holy shit.
It's okay. Thank you, JB. We appreciate you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna respin the lottery wheel, if that's all right.
Holy shit.
Yeah. We're doing it live, y'all. And we really appreciate you, JB. It just, technology didn't want to work with us. So we're gonna respin it. The rest of the folks on the lottery, we're gonna second life. All right, let's go. And so it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. We ride spinners. And they stop on green for go, which means we gonna throw it off to Terry Rose Jertson. I'm gonna redo the coin flip because I don't think it's fair, Grandma in the other room, like, why he say fuck me for? He said fuck grandma's place. I'm sure this is a whole different to grandmother's house we go. So we're gonna bring up to the stage again. Grandma got run over by a Wi-Fi. So we gonna bring up Daniel and we gonna bring up Jerry Rose.
Terry Rose, you need your camera on.
Terry Rose, let's get your camera on, because if not, we can't spotlight you. Oh, virtual. There we go. Oh, she was there.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Okay, so I'm going to flip the coin, and Daniel, call it in the air again. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Mateo?
Tails!
That's tails. All right. So, Terry, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go.
Go first?
Sure.
Okay, so with that being said, give it up, y'all, for Terry Rose Jertson.
Hey. Here it goes. Apparently, there's a right and wrong way to poop. Going into the new year, I hope that I learn to stoop correctly. Heard a commercial for Squatta Potty. Successful poops are now available to everyone. To be honest, I never thought about the posture of my posterior as it perches precariously like Horton the elephant, who got into trouble, tricked making the impossible possible, heroically hatching the incredible inedible egg, unsuspecting, trying not to break the branches with his insurmountable weight, where nest held baby bird. To compare the process to giving birth can be an understatement, because my struggles have been continual since a young child. Solutions offered were not ideal. Corn syrup, Fletcher's, Castoria, and prune juice were pushed like drugs on me by my old school Nana. She knew the importance of being regular. They have since been replaced by coconut water, fruit, and an extreme avoidance of dairy. Lactose intolerance is an inherited allergy. I can only hope that my eulogy would not begin and terminally end on the ball.
All right, y'all. Everybody give it up for Terry Rose Jertson.
Beautiful work. Great work.
It's a different meaning of new shit. All right. So I'm a banter until we get all of our judges on stage. More raccoon content for y'all. This is a raccoon cowboy. If you can't tell, one of my hyperfixations and loves is raccoons. My spirit being. All right, so we got all our judges on board and we ready to throw up the score. Well, we got a little baby. We got sidekick. We got a little baby in the frame helping judge. You know, we love to see the babies getting into poetry. You got to start them. You got to start them early. You know. All right. So on the count of three, we're gonna throw them up, judges. 1, 2, 3. Throw it up. So from low to high, we got a 7. Then looking upstairs, we got a 7.9. Then we got an 8-point tray. Then we got an 8.6. And then we got a double infinite and 8.8. Right? Thank you, judges, for your continued persistence. But fuck the scores. We're going to give it up for the poet. And that's going to bring us to our last poet of round 1. We're going to bring up Daniel and spotlight Daniel. And the floor is yours, poet.
I wasn't expecting a welcome to America when I landed in Atlanta, but your disgusting coming from an immigration officer was scary. Not her words, it's the itch to showcase her power that I fear. They always itch and they always scratch their itch. The question is, how hard? In first grade, I asked my teacher if I can go to the bathroom. She says, hold it, you're a big boy. She wants to teach me a lesson, and the lesson is my place. I ask again. She says, cry, babies, cry. So I hold it. The bell rings, and I run as fast as my 6-year-old legs can, but they're not fast enough. And I'm not big enough, and it's always us, the ones who don't have much, who aren't enough. My mom cleans me in the school's backyard. She says, todo está bien, mi amor, as the cold water shames my body naked. The teacher sees me through her window. She never apologizes. They never do. They just scratch, and we don't have much. My mom sells Avon. My dad is a teacher at school. My classmates put markers in my bag, pack the judgment. The teacher believes the poor kid steals. The rich kids are victims, not mean. Their will takes your meals, your liberties, and the less you have, the more they take, and the more they teach you your place. And they are people itching like the immigration officer saying, you're disgusting. I apologize. She confuses my apologies with a question and clarifies, you people are disgusting and only bring illness to this country. I apologize once more as she stretches her black latex gloves, elastic like my dignity, and says, that's why I wear this. She itches and I'm her relief. 1,000 scratches on the wound so it never scars or heals. The memories of gunshots silencing the streets. Silence broken by the screams of mothers washing their blood skids with tears. I fear if I stay, my mother will cry. I don't want her to cry. I cried the first time they denied my visa. That night I woke up sweating the reality of no way out. I thought I was a man, but I wet the bed like a boy, and oh boy, I don't fear their words. I fear the itch they have to keep me in a place waiting for a bullet that might not even have my name. Am I complicit if I apologize to soothe their wrath? I'm tired of their scratch.
Ooh-wee. All right, y'all. Everybody, please
Fire.
give it up for that poet,
that's right,
y'all.
poet.
With that you people shit. I'm here for that you people shit, for real.
Oh, the video did freeze, but the audio came through crisp and clear and did not lag. So we let it rock. So, you know, sometimes shit happens. Sometimes technology don't want to work with you. But we make it work best as we can, right? We're gonna bring the judges back up on the stage. Thank y'all all for your patience in us working with things, and thank you, you know, JB. We gonna let you rock on the Twilight open mic later. So, judges, are we ready? We got the scores locked in. On the count of 3, we gonna throw it up. 1, 2, 3. Throw it up. So, From low to, okay, so Medusa, I'm seeing yours backwards, but I can make it out. So from low to high, we got an 8.5. Then we got an 8.9. Then we got it written out like phonetically, 9. Then we got a 9.5. And then we got a 9.7. All right, but fuck the scores. Give it up for that poet again. Thank you, judges. And we're going to bring back the Paulocalypse. We're going to bring back the Paul. I forget what I literally came up with the name and I already forgot it. All right. Anyway, the wise and powerful Paul. Give us the math.
I want to say thank you again to our wonderful attendees who are dealing with our technical difficulties and, you know, finding a way to enjoy this awesome show. They're here for good. They're here for a long time. So let's get into it. Daniel, 27.4. T.R. Jertson, Terry Rose, 24.8.
Right. Well, advancing on to round 2, our last poet qualifying for the bouts in round 2. Give it up for Daniel, y'all. But also show love. Terry Rose, thank you for stepping in, stepping up, giving us that hot shit, that new shit, that shit. But Daniel's going to qualify and go against Yex in our second bout of round 2. And Ave Maria is going to take on Jaden in bout 1 of round 2. We gonna now send us to a little bit of a break.
Halftime.
We're gonna take a little halftime. We don't go far, right? Go to your fridge, grab a drink, grab some popcorn, maybe some hookah. We're gonna take literally like a 3-4 minute music break, and then we got some halftime announcements from Elemental, and we gonna get into round 2. All right, y'all. See you in a few. Hit us with that music. But it was pretty big. And I am reminding them that I am him. I will be on the third limb like a family tree. Y'all ain't defending me. I am like a referee. Don't count me out until I hit 3. Then I hit the switch like Paul of Kobe. Y'all are below me. By the time I'm done with his vocal code and microphone, and then I'm exposing the clip. Like the bananas, I hit y'all with that hammer. Country grandma, Maddie, got the Okay, and that's gonna bring us to the end of halftime. Now into halftime announcements. So we're gonna bring on the Twilight open mic host, our online open mic host, and judge for the night. He's a Mr. Do-It-All. The Storm God, Elemental, is now gonna grace us with some of our very important New Yo announcements.
Hey yo, this is just amazing, right? Y'all are all here to witness that Paul con Queso freestyle in true Storm God business. Listen, it has been an incredible night thus far. All of you have been absolutely amazing. The first half has been one for the history books, and I have no doubt that the second half is going to be just as electrifying, all right? As he said, we're going to jump into a quick 5-minute or so halftime report. This is when you get a chance to step away, hit the bio break, refresh your drinks, and come back because the second half is going to be incredible. All right? We will see y'all very, very soon. Give me a second here, and we will get this jumped off. Let's do it. See y'all shortly. All right? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the greatest community in the world. This is your halftime report. I am your correspondent. My name is Elemental, bringing you all the latest news and upcoming events brought to you by the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and as always, keep creating. The Nuyorican Bowery Slam, happening every Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club in New York City, hosted by Luna Rosa and Jay Rose. Doors open at 6:30, but the line starts at least 30 minutes earlier. Winner receives a $20 cash prize and a chance to compete in the final Friday Slam. We have reached the end of the qualifying season that culminates in tonight's virtual final Friday Slam. The winners of this evening will qualify for the Grand Slam happening on December 26th at the Apollo Stages at the Victoria. Winner receives $1,000 and a spot on the 2026 Nuyorican Poets Cafe Slam team. There will be an after hour once the slam has concluded. Come and meet the team, the hosts, and the competitors. Get your tickets now at nuyorican.org/Grand Slam. Our open mics at the Lower East Side Center are back and better than ever. The venue records high quality audio and video of all performances, and they are live streamed to the Lower East Siders and Nuyorican YouTube channels. The first Wednesday of every month, we have Women Order Wednesdays, aka WOW, hosted by 2025 Slam Team member Somebody's Mama. Our all acts open mic by and for all women and women representing peoples. Come through. The remaining Wednesdays of the month, we have the Nuyorican Open Mic, hosted by Brian Acosta Aria, aka Brian the Motel Guy. Doors open at 6 p.m. This is where stars are born. No guaranteed performances for latecomers, so make sure you are on time, folks. Our online programming, which are absolutely free, include the online open mic hosted by yours truly, weekly on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific via Zoom, live stream to YouTube. All styles are welcome. The second Tuesday of every month via Zoom, we have the Slam Workshop, facilitated by the 2024-25 National Youth Poet Laureate Stephanie Pacheco. When you sharpen your craft, you sharpen your performance. Come through. There are many other in-person and online events coming up. For info and tickets, all programming can be found at newurekan.org/calendar. Our social media, website, and other links, including to sign up for our mailing list, go to linktree/New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Also visit our YouTube channel to catch past live streams of online and Lower East Side open mics and many other special events. The New Eurekan Poets Cafe is a non-profit 501c3 organization based in New York City on the Lower East Side. Ticket sales and grants don't cover all of our programs and operations expenses. So here are ways that you can help support us in our mission to continue with moving poetry forward. Our merchandise, shirts, hats, cups, and tote bags available for purchase at our New Yo table in our in-person events or online at newurekan.org/merch. New materials coming all the time, folks. Stay plugged in. Donations are very much appreciated and tax deductible. Scan the QR code or go to newurekan.org/donate. Check out and subscribe to our Patreon site. Gain access to events not available online or to the public. Go to patreon.com/New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Special thanks to our tech team, our programs and operations team, our hosts, our volunteers, and our executive director, plus all our sponsors for helping us keep the spirit of artistry and inspiration of poetry alive and moving forward through the spirit of our founders. Brought to you by Elemental Vision Works, inspiring change through passionate poetry and creative productions. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night. Now, back to the show. Peace.
Hey guys. What's your favorite ice cream? Put it in the chat. Because I really love ice cream. This is a cup that's been liberated.
Gracefully liberated.
Gracefully liberated.
Yeah.
Okay.
We won't say from where because it's incriminating.
Yeah, don't.
But I don't want.
You want to spell where?
It was regular.
Yeah. This was my birthday gift. Which was dairy. It is dairy free. I don't need it to be, but you know. I also have this mini drum set y'all saw. I got it from Five Below. Anyways, we're gonna get into it. Let's get on to round 2. Okay. Let's get going into this. We got poets ready to go. I know they're ready to go. So let's bring them up. Let's bring up Ave Maria. Oh, there you go. Like, we love a good bracket. Ave Maria and Jaden back to the stage. Let's bring them. Let's see what it's like. Okay. Let's unmute these two. I got this coin. I'm gonna flip it and we're gonna figure out what it is, okay? Okay. Before we get to that, Jasmine's name is now turned into open mic signups. That's where you can sign up for the open mic. Do that if you're not in the slam and want to perform a poem. All right, Jaden, call in the air. Heads or tails?
Tails.
What is it?
It is tails.
It's tails. It's tails, Jaden. Do you want to go first or second?
I would love to go second.
Okay, Jaden is going second. Amelia, you are up first. Let's hear it, poet.
I become callous, like the bunions on my grandfather's feet as he traveled barefoot on the island he lives and will one day die by, in order to feed a family he failed to be there for until it was too late to heal, because he was too busy trying to feed his flesh before the world whipped it off him. Yeah, He must have known we are forever slaves to the master until the last people are free. Palestine mothers are bleeding while their babies are screaming when they should be teething, but they are dying too soon. The only gums finding relief is from the olive branch. America is extending the oppressors, which is a mere reflection of everything this country stands for and everything my ancestors sat down to fight against. For their silence was as loud as a father's cry in the dead of night who witnessed his child's mother scattered like confetti. My ancestors' fortitude, like his, was blaring, though their lips remained shut in the face of hatred. Meanwhile, behind the screen we spend hours on, in silence, I sit here knowing our silence funds violence, yet it is loud enough to remind me there is a hardening taking place, imposed by a world I tried to drown out as the waves of despair tried to take me with it. My callus has been formed by the land I walk on, yet spend so much time running from. Though once belonging to a people who gave more than what they took, the land they grew was bountiful, yet extracted of its richness as if gold was the most valuable element this world had to offer. Then it was bulldozed and cemented in hatred, while the rubble was made from headstones of ancestors who refused to be rocked by this disaster we call a nation. Nation. It's a funny word, actually, deriving from the Latin root not see, meaning to be born. But when was the birth of this nation? For I know its mother wept. Oh, the blood that was spilt for her to bring forth this country, that labor must have killed her like it did so many people, because pain only begets pain in my. Is this nation hurting? Meanwhile, we thought it was healing, but it was really the calluses that stopped all feeling as children were shoved 6 feet under before they could count to 6, and as black and brown bodies dropped like seeds from the plow, strange fruit from these trees, but we still can't see this nation bleeding. I have firsthand account of its pain, so I've been living in the shell with what innocence I have left. Perhaps that's just the cancer in me, trying to protect the little girl once clothed and bliss until the world violently undressed her, left her vulnerable in front of men whose ancestors died for them to be better, but they were too busy taking on the image of their master beating, manipulating, and having their way with her. So, what choice did she have but to crawl into a shell she made as her home? Have y'all seen? Outside? What other armor was she to put on? Yeah, silence is violence, but what about her existence as a black woman in this country? Sensitive enough to feel the pain of her ancestors reverberating from her feet, from the sand she now stands on, as tears from so many mothers in lands far and near meet her at shore? Silence may be violence, but like a rose that grew from concrete, she's a black woman that remains standing. So isn't her existence loud enough?
Give it up, give it up, give it up. Let me click this. Unmute yourself. Give it up for that.
Come on.
That work. That's how you open up round 2. That's how you do it. For real.
Yeah, so the other Paul said he loves sorbet more than ice cream. And if anyone wants to put in an application to be my new storekeeper, go ahead, because that is blasphemous. I cannot believe he said that. I love ice cream, like a burning passion. It was really bad. I almost ate ice cream every day. My first year here, it was terrible. But I ran a lot. Anyways, that's my ranting banter thing for today. Let's see them scores in 3, 2, 1. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up. From low to high, we have an 8.5, a 9.2, a 9.4, a 9.6, and a 9.7. Give it up for the poet, not the score. And until then, in this time, we're going to bring Jaden back to the stage. Let's go, and let's hear that poem. Jaden, you're up.
First time I ever saw anyone die, it was on a website where the URL read bloodshed in a blue hue that went through my head faster than the bullet did his. There was a gory glory about watching. I learned as a child how to smile in the face of death, or at least at dead faces. I thought that made me courageous. If the internet was full of pain, how brave was I if I could face it? But now, death seems to sit itself on my tongue, and I don't know if I can taste it. I've seen people die on Insta in an instant. Horror films feel real. I see reels of people being killed, and this is normal to me. Did nobody notice when numbness became normalcy? We've been desensitized. Seen people lose their lives. Now we can't even empathize during a genocide. I see a Palestinian child today on my For You page, and I have to remind myself to cry, to care before I comment and keep moving, as if she don't got a war to fight, as if I don't got a poem to write, as if they don't want me numb, want you dumbed down enough to dismiss death, digest media like a glutton for gore or whore, for war, because what is violence? If not our silence, your quiet isn't kind, it is a killing in the Congos. You are not calm, you are cowardly, we've been cowering, so no, that they have succeeded. When you scroll past screams, skip past Palestine as if it isn't a blood fest. And yes, people are dying every day, but people shouldn't be dying on every page. I was 5 on the internet, watching people fail to survive. I didn't get it yet, didn't know that my emotions could be stolen till I noticed screaming, crying, almost just kept scrolling, swiping, almost don't start writing like this. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Like this ain't nothing new to me, cause I'm so numb and nonchalant, but this ain't who I used to be. They want me to get used to seeing the dead so they can deal out death, deem it disgrace to have face full of tears, get rid of all your fear and feed it to the world wide web, www. WWE won't win while war washes wounds with water. Nullify the taste of slaughter. Feed it to your sons and daughters, to their reality and internet intertwine. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Vine. I'm watching people lose their lives, and I'm trying to unlearn the online, to relearn how to care, how to cry. I've seen far too many men, women, and children die not to say free to Congo, free Sudan, and free Palestine. Thank you.
Give it up for the poets. Ask all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Home of the night. Home of the night.
I got this at Five Below, and I really love it. It's the best $5 I ever spent. Anyways, now that the judges are all here, existing, vibing, we love it. We love to see it. Hope y'all are doing good. We're so close. We're so close. This is gonna get us closer to figuring out what's coming next. So, judges, let's put up those scores in 3, 2, 1. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up. From low to high, we have an 8.8. Then we have a 9.5, 9.6, 9.8, and a 10. Okay. Thank you, judges. They're going to be kicked off the screen here. And we're going to see what Paul says for the score. I guess you got to stay because no one turned in any apps in the time. So
It's unfortunate.
it's okay. It's okay.
I'm a bit discriminatory towards
I discriminate.
lovers.
I am scared.
All right. Getting into the scores. We got Ave Maria. No time deductions. 28.2.
Okay.
Jaden. No time deductions. 28.9.
Okay. Okay. I was like, what's with the hold up? He's really good at his job. So Jaden is coming up. Let's show that bracket while I'm changing locations. And we can see Jaden is moving on. And now we're going to bring Yex and Daniel to the stage.
We are. We gotta let them cook.
Let's bring them all up. Let's bring us back to Spotlight.
We gotta let them cook. We gotta let them cook. We gotta let them cook. We got Yex, we got Daniel. Okay. Sorry, we hit the initial. All right, I'm gonna be serious. Not time for vengeance. Round 4, bout 2 of round 2. So, without further ado, I'm gonna find a quartet, and I'm gonna let y'all call it in the air. Yex, call it in the air.
Heads.
Oh, no. Hold on, I gotta do it again, but it's still gonna be heads. And it is?
Heads.
It is heads. So would you like to go first or second, Yax?
Second.
All right. So with that being said, we're gonna bring first to the stage Daniel.
In my memory, the moment feels intimate. The gun's barrel resting on my forehead, my father's finger on the trigger, ready to hammer the bullet through my skull and let the exit wound spray me unforgettable present. It was my mother's birthday. I was 20 years old. She was by my side crying or quiet. I can't quite remember the temperature of the gun or the words that kept the bullet in the chamber. All I remember is wanting the gun to let go off, the bullet for me to let go off, the wave my shoulders have been carrying from a young age. Violence forced me audience and silence wore me prop. I was 11 when my father shot at me. I don't remember what shoes I was wearing, a Scooby-Doo shirt. The bullet hit the ground, splashed dirt, and emotionally hurt me, reduced me to a bargain. And in front of my house, people are failing to bargain their breath. A man got shot twice, his breath gone, robbed, home was unsaved, the environment was complex. 13 was going from one PTSD attack to the next, blur of abuse. Adolescence is a flashback of bangs and gunshots and shotguns I can't seem to forget, but I do forget things like the words that kept the bullet in the chamber, or the moral of the story, or that the boulder can get bigger. I held the gun against my brother. My brother has never held a gun against me or anyone he loves, yet he's still part of this link where the front and the rear side align into being the aim one, a circumstance, one of many in a long chain where we exchange roles, perpetrating the trauma, gun after gun, generation after generation. Perhaps I should write another Sisyphus metaphor, because history repeats itself, and I should have known better, because I was him, he was me, and I was my father, repeating the pattern. Where's you? War me, war is always at the front door. So forgive my inability to imagine Sisyphus happy because of the guns that have been held against me and the guns I've held. It's the daily pushing of the pain that gets you. It's the calluses that don't let you forget, that break you. The boulder is too heavy and healing too steep, so we hurt, unable to forget or remember. My brother is hurt, I am hurt, and my hurt father hurt us, and hurt people carry, push, and hold boulders, and I wish he would have just pulled the trigger.
Ooh. All right, y'all. Give it up for that poet.
Yeah.
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
You did that.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, spit that generational shit, man. That's where it's at.
Yo. Cooked. He cooked. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna bring our judges to the stage. And look, y'all, we cooked. During the time of that poem, we cooked. We made a whole pizza pie. A whole pizza pie. That was fire. Quite literally.
Can
All
you
right,
screen share that pizza, please, with us?
I will give a slice to everybody who will last through 4 slices. So 4 slices. Okay. So judges, we ready? On the count of 3, we gonna do it. 1, 2, 3. Throw them up. So from low to high, we got an 8.5. We got the Freaky Friday going on because they look in the mirror and they see a version of themselves. There's a 9.2 and a 9.2. Then we move upstairs and we got a 9.4 and our high of a 9.5. Give it up for them scores, y'all. Fuck the scores, though. Give it up for the poet. All right. And we're going to let the judges continue to rock out and listen to this next poet. It is the last poet of round 2. Give it up, y'all, for Yex.
Today, I saved a kid from crashing out, kept a corner boy from clocking in, got a city girl into an apprenticeship, I save young bulls from becoming veal while they still tender, before this world chews them up. I'm a hood mama. No, not the kind that brings my kids to go fight other kids. I don't walk up in the school wearing bonnets or pajamas cussing teachers out. I don't make excuses for them or enable the dumb stuff they do. I'm a hood mama. Strict with a side of cool. This ain't quite gentle parenting, but it is rooted in compassion. I'm a hood mama. More like a mother to the hood. My crib is like a teenage trap house, except with love in a drywall and healing in the hallway. All the kids come to my home to escape their trauma, fill their bellies, no questions, no cost. I'm paid in peace of mind knowing if they're here, they ain't out there committing crimes or becoming headlines. I even slide them a few bills when I'm late on mines. Got an extra twin size mattress and a couch that don't fold out but always folds in. Anyone who needs it. Turn my dining room into a shelter, a sanctuary, a safe space with mismatched blankets and warm silence. Can't afford to put a grill in my mouth, but I got one in the yard. No landlord permission or permit, but a pool and a fire pit where we make s'mores, spit verses in the open flames, watch pain turn to steam, watch hope catch fire. I got a 7-seater, but it fits 10 if you squeeze. And baby, I squeeze lemons, pinch pennies, stretch meals. I fold love into the cracks of their broken hearts. I'm a hood mama. I don't yell, don't whip ass, don't believe you can beat the flesh to correct the spirit. This world already raises ghetto children in violence. It's my duty to raise them in love. My staff is not spared, not because I'm holy, but because I'm whole. Their happiness is my spoil. I ain't their mama, but it takes a village, and I was raised by the stoop, so becoming a step parent to the neighborhood is a rite of passage. I was raised by a hood mama too. Watched her taking cousins, neighbors, any kid with a need and no place to be. Couldn't mind her business to save her life, but she did save others. Saw her turn pain into protection. Heard her speak life, where the world only offered silence or sirens. I am her, upgrading and evolving, a mother to many with a lighthouse for a stoop that says, come inside, to a buffet of second chances. I'm a hood mama. I survived off tough love. They thrive because I love tough. I show up for mine and yours. Pour oceans of inspiration to kids who have the audacity to hope. So I set tables and standards, make beds and memories, take out depression with the trash. I'm a hood mama, guardian of the ghetto. I turn trauma into triumph. So if you ever see a child with eyes heavy like the world, know that we are somewhere, arms open, holding space for them to heal, where every kid gets to be whole and every hood mama becomes a home.
Ooh. All right, y'all. Give it up for yeah.
Damn.
Hit that hood mama shit.
Handle that.
Yeah.
Real.
Yo.
Yes, that parent. So social passageway was crazy.
Y'all were saying in the chat, they going at it. They sparring. This is round 2, y'all. This is round 2. You think they came to play with these poems? They came to win today, right? So judges, we ready? We ready? We ready? All right. So on the count of 3, we're gonna throw it up. 1, 2, 3. Throw it up. So from low to high, we got a 9.5. Then we moving up to the next year in the 90s. We got a 9.6. Then we got both Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. It Takes Two. We got a 9.8, staring at another 9.8. And then we got us a 9.9 as a high. All right. But fuck the scores. Give it up for that poet. And then we going to bring up the scorekeeper, Paul. You know it. He's somebody's sorbet. Somebody out there loves sorbet.
Not me.
Not Matthew. He was enraged. He is not very chill about this sorbet ice cream war. Yeah, y'all gonna have to soar battle over it. So we gonna bring up our scorekeeper. How we doing? How we holding up?
I'm doing well. Just a quick question. We had a 9.5 in there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So starting off with Daniel. No time deductions. He had a 27.8. And with Yex, no time deductions, but she's getting there. She's getting close. For the other one was 307. This is 302. She's seasoned. She knows what she's doing. What do they call this?
He's very close to it, but
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Walking the line. 28.9.
Okay, wait. Repeat the first score again. Repeat Jaden's score.
27.8.
Daniel, sorry. Yeah. 27.8. Oh, and then we got a 28.8. Okay. So with that being said, moving on to our final bout is going to be X, y'all. Damn. Yes, y'all. It's Yex, y'all. So that is our final bout matchup. We're going to have Jaden taking on Yex in our final matchup of the final Friday Slam. But before we hit y'all with that, right, we're going to take a little brief, beautiful interstitial here because, you know, it is still November. It is still the month of Dia de los Muertos. And we got the ofrenda.
So every year, my birthday's on Dia de los Muertos, and I do an ofrenda every year. I built one for years and years and years, right? But like I've done that more so family community ofrenda these last couple of years, and I want to bring my New Yorican community into it. You know, my New Yorican family into this too.
Yeah.
So I want you to think, especially the holidays are coming, right? One just passed. We had Thanksgiving. We got Christmas, we got New Year's, and sometimes it's really tough, especially
noticing the absence of those we love who became ancestors.
Or the changes of family dynamics and how they've been. So I want you guys to take a moment of silence, to take a breath.
Think of somebody you love that you've lost, right? And then put them on this ofrenda with us, and we're going to just hold a moment of silence for them.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. All right.
And now, we lit the candles and everything for y'all.
We did.
It's great.
We did.
But now, let's bring up our final two poets to the stage. Jaden and Yex.
The final countdown.
Do. So we're gonna call it, okay? Let's unmute them, please. Let's unmute them so that way they can call it. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yex, heads or tails?
Tails.
That is heads.
Heads. Jaden, first or second?
Second, please.
Okay, Yex, you're up.
The protocol for divine order is to rule over the noise. The protocol for mental illness. Let the noise rule you. I wonder if my brother were born in biblical times, would he be deemed a prophet and fail to receive the care he so desperately needs? Or if prophets were born in this era, would they be deemed mentally ill and still fail to receive the care they so desperately need? Would Moses be medicated, a burning bush snuffed out, no anointment, just appointments to sterile facilities? The protocol, when adults go missing, wait 24 hours. The assumption is they're left on their own free will. Funny to assume we're free or that we have will. The first time my brother went missing, he couldn't find his way back home. Too busy listening to voices that ain't your own to leave you paranoid. The thing about losing your mind is you can't retrace your steps to find it. There is no map back to yourself. A lace blunt made him more dust than angel. One moment he was college bound, the next spiraling, no longer free to think for himself. Will someone quiet the voices? Can someone please just make them stop praying? A psych ward is no place for religious anecdotes. The protocol in a Caribbean family, when one is plagued with taboo, voodoo. The first spell, sweep it under the rug. Since he's out of mind, keep him out of sight. Avoid him like we avoid therapy. The second, roots to keep him rooted. A swatch of his hair wrapped around his toothbrush, placed in his shoe so he won't fly over the cuckoo's nest. The third, Confirmation bias. It worked. He never left again, not even his room to tend to his hygiene, crumpled in a corner like dirty laundry. No confessions that the mind can betray the body. No possibility that prayer might not be enough. We are taught demons must be cast out, not cared for. The affliction is either punishment or prophecy, never an illness. My mother did not mourn, but her weeping lasted every night as she waited for joy to deliver her son from. The second time my brother went missing, he was gone for 40 days and 40 nights, except there was no revelation, only a man wandering, a missionary without a mission. When Jesus emerged from the wilderness, the world awaited his return. But when my brother came back, he returned to a world that did not wait for him, that did not recognize him, that called him lost even after he was found. The protocol, when a sister becomes her brother's keeper, is to hold a daily funeral procession, to awake each day in the presence of his body and still feel the ache of his absence, to crucify herself for the sins of their father. And by father, I mean mother, because my mother never hugged me, but my brother did. He taught me everything I know. And so the protocol is to raise my brother from the dead, resurrecting the man who raised me. Because when I is replaced with we, even illness becomes wellness.
Give it up for that poet.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, that work. That's just work. Ugh.
And now we're gonna bring the judges back to the stage.
Ew. Comes wellness.
I love this little drum. The only like non-instrument. I actually can play the ukulele I had earlier. I could play the harmonica. I could play the violin. That's like a fun fact. Playing this since like fourth grade. It's really weird, you know? And I think all the judges are done writing because I saw all of them look up now. So we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Put them up, put them up, put them up. Ooh,
Okay.
wide range. We got a
10.
9.0. We got a 9.6, 9.7, a 10. Looks in the mirror and sees another 10. Anyways, thank you for that. And now we're bringing Jaden back up to the stage. Once he's back up, we're going to hear that poem.
My grandfather died, killed by a mystery or an enigma, a blacked out parasite, an enemy nobody has unlocked yet. My grandfather died, killed by. Someone says cancer while a young boy sits in the crevice of a doorway, moseys his way into nosy, sticks his nose into earshot, into buckshot, into bloodshot blood, shoots a bullet or a bloodlet into the cause of death. Something catches someone's breath, something lays a soul to rest but brings restlessness to a mind. Stop to a time my grandfather dies, killed by. The doctor says AIDS, and the room sits in a shadow-soaked silence. The adults sit inside trying to figure out what this means. The boy sits outside trying to figure out, what does that mean? It's been almost 10 years since my grandfather died, killed by. They're still saying cancer when an argument breaks out in my home, and homophobia hones the homophones on a family tongue. They give no aid to AIDS. An argument breaks out, and I think back to a conversation from almost 10 years ago when my grandfather died, killed by. They said AIDS, so I say AIDS. They say nothing, not to the point, not in the past, not in the present. The argument ends. My father says you were wrong for ever even saying that like it was a thing, that like it was still a theory, that like they were praying for thaumaturgy, that my grandfather died and the rest was taboo, that my grandfather died when what was taboo put him to rest. Nobody knew he had it. Nobody could. They would have killed him first. My grandfather died, killed by family. Or lack thereof, they lack the love to interact with love that doesn't interact with them. So I wonder how they'll feel when they find out I imagine myself sleeping back to back with men. Think back to the argument, to the spat we had then. My sister asks, Mom, what about your son? If he wasn't the way that you want, would you still claim you had one? My mom says, of course, I'd still love him. It would just have to be from a distance. Any remnant of trust I had in my mother, I kissed it goodbye. She spit in my eye, said love was unconditional, but it must have been a lie, 'cause God forbid a dangly earring or a shirt too colorful. My mother will claim she's far too uncomfortable. I always looked up to my grandfather, but I wonder, when we had to look down at him, did they look down on him? And yo, honestly, I don't even think my grandpa was gay. But in my home, homosexuality is synonymous with AIDS. So I wonder, do they know the blood is on their hands too? If so, do they still claim that blood be a plague, be a disease? Or is the sickness not how you bleed, but the way that you breed? My grandfather died, and the way they looked at the body is how they're starting to look at me, as if they don't know what he was, as if they don't know what I is, as if they can see the fuck you foaming at my fingertips, as if my grandfather died, killed by the very same family I'm going to survive. Thank you.
Let's give it up for that poet.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad this is the last time I got to do this.
You better come through and work with that, man. Really.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. Judges get it right is crazy.
But Queso look like she been through it. I'll turn the hat backwards, meaning it's business.
Yo, literally.
The baby is locked in. Baby sidekick is.
I think the baby's falling asleep. But
No, she's locked in. He's like, I need to see who's gonna win.
Let's see the scores.
All right.
Put them up in 3, 2, 1. Put them up, put them up, put them up.
Ay, ay, ay.
From low to high, we got an 8.9, a 9.5, a 9.8, a 10, and a 10. We love to see it. Judges, get out of here. I don't want to see you guys again. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. You guys are amazing.
Thank you for your service.
But thank you for your service. But get out of here.
Thank you.
I want to know the score, though. Let's get Paul back up in here.
Your rival.
Yes.
You're relying on your rival.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
It's like Obi-Wan versus Anakin, and one of you.
so before we get to that, though, let's we're having a cheers.
Let's have a cheers. Anybody who has a drink, whatever it is,
whatever is water.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just raise a glass to the.
You may want to drink that entire glass.
Oh no! Oh no, Paul! Don't you do this to me? Don't you do this, Paul? Don't you fucking okay?
Okay, wait. Let's.
I finished it. So thanks.
What is the scores?
9.5 plus 9.8 is 19.3. Plus 10, 29.3.
Okay.
That's Jaden's score.
Okay.
9.6 plus 9.7 is 19.3. Plus 10, 29.3. That's Yex's score.
He's got
Do we have a tie?
We have a tie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was terrible, but I loved it.
That's Medusa's
We
fault.
have an option. We have options for this, though, because funny enough, we did come prepared for this, but we did.
We knew we had fucking heaters in this slam.
I believe it was a poll, though, right? Like between what the options were.
Okay.
Okay, get me right, Jasmine. Get me right. If I'm not right, from what I remember, I believe the audience chooses whether we have one more round or we just do the cumulative of right now. I believe that's what it is.
Oh, y'all are killing me. Smalls.
So
killing me, Smalls. Hold up.
We're going to see. Is there a possibility to make that poll quick? Let me know really quick.
I'm saying a lot of one more. But
Yeah, we should be able to make that poll. Give us like a minute on the back end, and
we're gonna give you a minute. Okay. So,
I'm like,
favorite moments from tonight that are not about the Slammers that are currently there.
when you just popped up on the couch wearing like the old wise guy from Dragon Ball Z glasses and eating popcorn.
His name is Master Roshi, but
okay, yes. Well, come on, man. There's a lot of anime in the world, and you know it. I don't.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Come on, you quiz me on the original 151 Pokemon, and I could do it. But
honestly,
Yeah.
he definitely gets that. Why do I have my hand raised? I don't want it raised. Any other highlight moments of
every
poets or
single
anything?
poet, every single poet.
Yeah.
The judges, our slam competitors, everyone like seriously came to cook tonight. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're getting consensus from the chat and also from the room. Yeah, we can't make the quiz. Wait. Polls and quizzes is right there. No, you just passed it, but I don't.
We're going to see if I can do something
No, I don't know
really
if we can make
quick.
it now that it started.
Yes, but we can do this. Okay.
Okay. Oh, we can do no. That doesn't make
No.
sense. No,
it doesn't make sense.
I think we're just gonna have to run one more round. Yeah, we can't because it already started.
It has to be done on a deck side. Okay, we're going to.
We have Lois Griffith in the
Yeah, actually, no. Yeah, okay.
If one of the founders of the New York Poet Cafe tells you to run one more round, do you know what you do? You listen. You listen.
Honestly,
right?
yeah.
So poets. Are we good, Jaden? Can I get Jaden and Yex? Can we get a consensus? Are y'all good running one more round?
Are y'all good?
Yeah, Yex.
Okay, we need Yex up here. Okay, we got
Yex gave us the thumbs up.
Yex,
So flip
Jaden
again, and let's run it. Let's run it. Chris Brown, run it back. No, I don't want to invoke Chris Brown. Actually, invoke Chris Brown. It's not.
I asked
what
Yex
I intended.
first last time or Jaden? I forget. Jaden. Who did I ask?
You asked me.
Okay, so Jaden. Heads or tails?
Tails.
That is a heads.
It's a heads. It's a heads. Jaden, you are going first. Yex, you're going.
I'll go second.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I totally.
That's
forgot.
fine. I'll go second.
Okay. So Jaden, you're going first. Yex, you're going second. Let's see this round.
Let's go.
Russian roulette is a game in which you can risk your life for everyone's. American roulette is a game in which you can let Donald, Dusk, Elon Musk, or any other billionaire who doesn't seem to give a fuck hold your life in their hands and everything at their command. Russian roulette lets you risk your life for the sake of stupidity. American roulette lets you risk everyone's for it. You get to watch Goldilocks eat everyone's porridge while her gold is locked in a safe, locked just out of place, just out of reach, but still right in your face. Russian roulette knows how to spin you, but American roulette will kill you, will take you from your home, erase every note and every tone from all the tribal songs your bloodline has ever known. It'll separate the youth from the grown, make sure they have to grow up alone because their daddy's either cracked out, locked up, or his name's on a tombstone, because America knows how to separate. Knows how to segregate, but don't quite know how to reparate. You know, where the fuck is that 40 acres I'm supposed to own? Russian roulette is a hard game to play, but America's is harder. See, we were the first to get rid of that system of trading and barters, turn it to dollars, turn you to a number, put you in a slumber, feed you to the American dream so you can sleepwalk for us. Then put in our orders into a rap song chorus, said fuck for us, buy us, you gonna buy it for us. Russian roulette is a hard game to play, but America's is harder. See, we learned that a gun to our head never really meant we were dead, was only a comfort, was a sacrifice when a cell meant we didn't have to sell our soul to a prison, to a prism, to a construct, constructing ourselves. Russian roulette was never a game, was always a lifestyle, because my life never styled itself as a beauty, only as a bloody, bleeding bastard. I was only ever a bloody, bleeding bastard when America tried to father me out of a fatherhood. Russian roulette was never a game. Never spun, but I always stayed dizzy, was ditzy, was dumb, was degenerate, was delinquent. A young black boy holds a gun in his hand. Only roulette is whether he's shooting it at himself or the five in front of him, whether it be his friend or some men in a blue suit who don't know who he has ever been. Russian roulette is a game in which I might have shot myself. American roulette is a life where they're trying to shoot me first. Bang.
Ooh, right, y'all. Give it up for that poet.
Yeah.
I'm sick of all y'all.
It's like spit that spin the barrel shit, man.
The general feeling, y'all, is like we going through a lot of feels. We going through all the feels. All right. And now we got the judges up. We gonna keep it fluid. We gonna keep it going. Judges, we ready? On the count of three, we gonna throw them up. 1, 2, 3. Throw it up. So, from low to high. All right, Medusa, I think yours has been backwards for a little bit, but I can still make it out. So, from low to high, we got a 9.2. Then we got a 9. Well, we got a 9.7 standing right next to L, who's got another 9.7. And then we got another pair of twins, Tia and Tamara. We got a 9.8 and a 9.8. All right. But fuck the scores. Give it up for that poet. And coming at y'all, one more again for the last time. For the last time. Give it up, y'all, for Yet.
I am a wilderness survival expert. I teach people how to withstand the harshest conditions while trusting their instincts. So when encountering bears, the following instructions may save your life. If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. And if it's white, say goodnight. In my neck of the hood, I have encountered many bears, except I was taught, don't fight back. No one will come if you scream for help. Yell fire instead. You do remember what Smokey the Bear said, only you can prevent misogyny. I mean, forest fires and society swears a girl's body be an inferno, hot and fast, legs spread before she is even old enough to put out. When I say I'm a wilderness survival expert, what I mean is I live in a concrete jungle. So I teach women how to extinguish wildfires without stifling their own flame. Because a smoke signal is a dead giveaway. And an SOS means save our souls when it's our bodies that are on the line. I was taught not to lay down, not even in fetal position. Only a predator can smell fear and mistake it as an invitation. Where there's smoke, there's mirrors. And how could a man recognize his own reflection when he think he more alpha wolf than polar bear? Side note, the man who coined the term alpha in relation to wolves' behavior later clarified those were observed and displayed in captive, traumatized wolves. So if a man calls himself an alpha, I agree. And when someone asks me, the man or the bear, my response is, what's the difference? Like men, bears depend completely on their mothers for survival. So when I say I'm a wilderness survival expert, what I mean is I'm a mama bear. I advise my daughter to travel in packs, read all the flags. I mean, signs, don't wear headphones, remain alert at all times, be prepared and react accordingly. One full smile, I mean, move can cost your life. Keep your distance. 50 to 100 feet is recommended. Remember, bear spray has a longer range than mace because barking orders won't restrain a beast from stalking its prey. And if all else fails, make yourself seem bigger. It triggers their inferiority complex. My son said the question is missing context, told me only creeps view women as a conquest. I asked him, how can I tell the difference when an apex is just a super predator without a conscience? Boys will be animals. I mean, boys, right? The first man to mistake my body for bait, made a carcass out of my consent, left me to rot, but I'd be more revenant than roadkill. I learned the quickest way to rock a threat to sleep is to teach him a Smith and lesson. Now I always exercise my right to bear arms because safe men seem almost mythical. Bears, more like mystical. You can even hear the warning in his mating call if you listen close. It sounds like, watch yourself, to a woman praying for a bear. So when I say I'm a wilderness survival expert, what I mean is the next time you catch me in your neck of the woods fighting off unwanted advances and it's looking grisly, help the bear.
Yeah. All right. Give it up for that poet, y'all.
Yo.
Waiting to hit
Yeah.
that home one.
Yo,
Shout out for the mystical ball. For real. Watch yourself. For real.
Watch it.
Show them what you're working with.
Let's get the judges back up here.
Fire like Tayan. Okay. Woo. Damn. I need breath. That was beautiful overtime. All right. So judges, give it to us. Right? On the count of three, we're gonna throw it up.
1, 2, 3.
Throw it up.
Put them up. Put them up.
Woo. So from low to high, we got two twins, 9.8, looking at 9.8. Then we got their upstairs neighbor in the complex, 0.9. And then we got Twin Magic one more time. We got a 10. Holy shit. Sheesh. I need my hookah again.
Literally. Scorekeeper, get back up here.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for real this time. The final time. Thank you for your service. And Paul, get your beautiful self up here, sir. So now we go, y'all. The final verdict.
Man,
going through it, all the emotions.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Yex for working with us. I mean, she's the boss here, and she killed it. And not even a little complaint. Sorry for the notifications. Everybody's going crazy. Okay. First, I'm gonna start with our first poet. There was a time deduction. 3 minutes and 17 seconds. He lost half a point. Score would have been 29.2. Score ended up being 28.7. Okay. Yex. Time. 3 minutes, 5 seconds. No time deduction. Score was 29.7.
With that being said, y'all, give it up for your winner. Yeah!
Yex is the winner.
Yex,
We love it. There's your virtual $100.
We would have sent it to you if we could, but we don't have the technology for that yet.
I can't give you cash through the
You
screen.
will be getting it, virtually, just as you won virtually. Jaden, so much love. Jaden, you have been so persistent, consistent, and killing it.
Literally.
All the Bowery slams and all the Final Fridays you've been to. just keep grinding and keep doing it. And Jaden actually wrote that last poem at a Final Friday Slam, like just wrote it casually, and then got up on the open mic, the Twilight open mic, was like, I just wrote this in my seat, and just fucking pulled out the Russian roulette piece. But yes.
So Yex, anything to say to the audience? Let me ask to unmute you really quick.
I just want to say that the New Eurekan Poets Cafe is the first place I ever came out to do poetry ever in my career a long time ago, and I never slammed. I just showed up as a spectator. And this is the first time I ever slammed, and it feels really good to be a part of the fold of, people who have moved on to the championship. So I feel good. And Jaden, all the other poets, you guys are amazing. The judges were amazing. And the host, you guys really put on a good time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a homecoming, home taking. You took it home.
It really was.
Yeah.
Now the things will be updated.
Yes.
The final, the Grand Slam is only 8 people, y'all.
Yeah.
So that will be updated on the scoreboard. You can find that at newyourekan.org/something. I don't know, but it's on the website definitely.
Yeah. It's under the slam section.
But talking about the Grand Slam.
Correct. Yeah, it's coming up in about a month.
No, there's something special we can give to all of you, actually. So, funny enough, we haven't really announced it much to people yet.
But y'all are the inner circle. Y'all have earned the circle of trust tonight.
Because we're going to announce it more so tomorrow. Yeah. But tickets are live.
Tickets are live.
Tickets are live for the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
So if you want to go,
Eurekan.org/calendar.
If you want to go, not only to the Grand Slam to see poets some great poets of Final Friday winners from the past year, the 8 top points. This is the most. It's points given from Final Friday and from Monday wins combined. The points all add up, right? Based on how many wins you have. And you can see that all on the website, but please go check out a ticket. Go get a ticket. Go check us out. We're going to be at the Apollo Theater, the Victoria Theater at the Apollo. It's going to be a night.
And after the show, it's the after party. We have a bar that is part of the Apollo that we are reserving for an hour for an after party mix and mingle with every attendee. So buy your ticket and you will be in the inner circle there too. You can mix and mingle with all the competing poets, with us, with the rest of the New Eurekan family and staff, with our incredible judges, and it's gonna be fire, y'all.
Tickets are limited, and especially the really good seat tickets are also more limited.
Yeah.
So definitely
grab a
check that
It's
out.
Black Friday. Go Black Friday.
Yeah.
Friday. Get yourself a gift on Friday.
But I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming out.
Yes.
And now,
stick around. We're handing it off. The show is not over. The slam is over. The slam was transcendent. I levitated out of my body like the SpongeBob meme with the headphones on. Or Max from Stranger Things. Those have been watching it. Both of those happened during this slam. And now we're going to let y'all get to the open micers because we're going to bring it right to
the host of the Thursday night open mic for the New Eurekan, Alan Nelson. Let's go, Storm God.
Let's go.
What's good people? Listen, y'all have been rocking with 2 of the dopest hosts in the world, right? Shout out to Storm God. Shout out Storm Lake. These 2 cats are so dynamic. They kept us rocking throughout the evening. Listen, they're between their set changes, between their costume changes, and when Queso pulled out the tie because it was a tie, I was done with that ass, man. Between that and the refrigerator poem and the freestyle and Maddie on the drums, amazing, y'all. Y'all did an amazing job this evening, keeping the audience involved and engaged. It was phenomenal, gentlemen. Really, thank you for what you do and how you do it. You're the best. The best, man. For real. I can't really thank y'all enough for doing what you do. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the time of night where the open mic is now open. All right. As far as I know right now, we have 3 incredible artists on the open mic list. Listen, I understand we've been rocking for quite a while this evening, right? But if anyone else wants to get on the list for the open mic, please let us know. We are here for it. We will be here for as long as we need to be here for all of the incredible artists who want to get down with us. All right. So it has been a great slam evening. Thank you for every single artist, every single judge who came to rock with us. Shout out Medusa Was Black. Shout out Lady K. Shout out Bars. Shout out the one and only Cyanide, right? I will be your host for the evening. My name is Elemental, as they mentioned, host of the online open mic every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you come through. This evening, we are going to get down for some folks that have just, they have been rocking with us this evening. They have been here and they are ready to rock. So let's get to it. So, coming up first on the open mic list, this gentleman was also on he was in the wheel, right? He was ready to get down in a lottery pick. He's been here all evening, rocking with the artists, plugging in all of his energy. We truly appreciate that. The one and only Maestro Deshaun in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you. Appreciate you for coming through. Please, take it away.
Hey, peace and blessings. I'm Maestro Deshaun. You can find me on IG, MaestroDesean. And then just get into it. Hold on one second. My computer is like about to die. Let me plug it in. All right. They called me Big Beluga. Like that was supposed to drown me. I've had this body since I was 12. A frame too wide for childhood, too heavy for comfort, too sacred to be ignored. I didn't grow into this body. It rose like floodwaters around me. Did you know? Whales sing as a method of communication and navigation. The vibrations carried from the currents of the Atlantic can be felt by another in the Pacific, meaning us whales are not just connected, we are connection. We maneuver through darkness with songs as old as civilizations and still hold entire oceans on our chest, find reasons to sing instead of sink. I take up space. I change tides like the beluga in the deep. I glide through silence, untouched by the chatter above. My voice gives the current's purpose. Jonah didn't get swallowed by a beast. He got saved by one. God didn't send a monster. God sent a sanctuary, something massive, dark, black, sacred. This body is not a curse. It holds ancestors in its marrow, carries my mama's Chicago resilience to make it anywhere, my granddaddy's southern face to make a better life for his lineage, my daddy's dreams to sing on the biggest stages, and the exact decibel of my grandmother's. Did you feel that? Fat black boy? This song for you to remember your body is not a cage. It is a concert hall. We are told to lower our volume so the world wouldn't shatter. But what if we were meant to shatter it? This body has taken me through locked doors and loaded gazes through nights. I wanted to disappear into the darkest depths of suicide. And mornings, I thank God I did not. So praise to these lungs and heart. Praise to no longer wanting to shrink. Praise to every stretch mark anointed like scripture. I will sing this body electric until the rumble sound like thunderous liberation. So call me beluga, whale, big, black, unapologetically here. I am the song that stretches for miles. I am the echo that does not ask for permission. I am the breath held beneath fear longer than I am the breath held beneath continents longer than fear. I am not too much, and I will not drown. Poem.
Yo, like don't know where you got that shit from, but you need to make sure you plug in with that. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Maestro Deshaun.
Go.
Whale. That double entendre with the whale. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Like, listen. You had some heavyweight lines in there, right? When you start humming like your grandmama, like, yeah, I felt that. Because you even asked, did you feel that? Yeah, I felt that. You said it rose like floodwaters around me, right? A frame too wide for childhood. My voice gives the current purpose, right? This body is not a curse. Carries my mama's Chicago resilience, right? I heard you with that weight in the water. Like, I heard you with that, man. Like, you can't deny that. You feel me? This body is not a cage. It's a concert hall. Come on. I will sing this body electric. The echo that does not ask for permission. Come on, man. Like, that's how you do it. That's the work you put in. That's how you show up and show out. We truly appreciate you for hanging out with us this evening and bringing in that work. For real. Super, super dope, bro. For real. All right. Let's keep it going. Now we have, I believe, 5 artists on the list this evening. So, coming up next, you heard her in the beginning of the show. She has been a phenomenal judge throughout the evening. Can't thank her enough. But I don't know if y'all ready for what she about to do. For real. Because the sister got work. For real. Prepare yourself. For the one and only Lady K in the building. Come on, Lady K. Let these folks know what it is. It is great to see you, man. Please, take it away.
So I literally just wrote this today. So bear with me. And y'all can follow me on all social media platforms, Lady K Poetry, everywhere. I look forward to seeing y'all during slam season next year. So look out for all of that. And this is called When a Black Woman Straightens Her Spine. Root. I started bending before I ever knew what standing felt like. My foundation was already shaking before I learned my first prayer. I bent to keep the peace, twisted myself into quiet corners to hide family secrets that didn't belong to me. Folded my childhood into a vault because survival required silence. And silence required obedience. As an only child, I became a shock absorber wearing a little girl's face. Catching every emotional ricochet my mother couldn't control, there was no siblings to pass the weight to. No second pair of hands, no backup spine, just me. Bending so she didn't break, my root chakra didn't grow, it braced. Sacral, my womb became a lesson in loss. I bent my body into a coffin of secrets, contorted myself into a quiet grief because no one knows what to do with a woman carrying a child she never got to hold. I swallowed my scream until it dissolved on my tongue. I almost lost my life, bringing life that never got to stay, and still bent myself small to make the world comfortable. So nobody gagged on the truth of my motherhood. My sacral chakra flickered, trembling like a candle in a storm, trying to warm a room nobody wanted to enter. Solar plexus. I spent years dimming my fire on command. I bent to be agreeable, twisted into easy going, shape shifted into no worry, shrank myself into whatever y'all need, I got. I became the friend who only got invited when she could perform, the emotional mule carrying burdens that never came with reciprocity, the therapy session masquerading as a person. Every time I tried to glow, someone asked me to shield the light. And I did, and I did, and I did until my power center was nothing but secondhand flames and smoke. Heart. Love taught me to bend in ways I still ache from. In marriage, I twisted scripture, reshaped my faith like clay to fit inside a man who only wanted my obedience, never my questions. He called it God, Allah. I called it survival, and survival looks a lot like surrender. When you've bent so long, you forget your body had boundaries. I loved from a place of fear, but a home out of scarcity constructed a devotion that looked holy on the outside, but it hollowed me out on the inside. My heart chakra cracked under the pressure, but I kept smiling because broken things can still perform throat. My silence wasn't weakness, it was currency. I contorted my tongue into something soft enough to keep arguments quiet, into something sweet enough to keep people close, into something small enough to be tolerated. I choked down questions, gagged on truth, swallowed entire storms to keep fragile egos from drowning. I bent my voice until it sounded like gratitude for things that were actually grief. My throat chakra learned to hold its breath, and my third eye, I stopped recognizing the woman in the mirror. I bent my intuition so violently it started limping, ignored every whisper that sounded like leave, every tug that felt like rest, every vision where I was whole instead of useful. I contorted myself into the version everyone else preferred and woke up one day with a face I didn't recognize. My third eye was open but terrified to see me. My crown. Then one day I started unbending, straightened my spine one vertebrae at a time, stopped folding myself for the comfort of people who never once checked for my bruises. And suddenly I was different, distant, selfish, but hear me now. There is nothing selfish about a Black woman reclaiming her body from the contortions she was praised for. Nothing wrong with a spine returning to its rightful shape. I am done bending at the altars of expectation, done twisting my joy into shapes that fit inside someone else's story, done being stretchable, bendable, pliable for everything except my own becoming. I am alignment, breath, the shaking of a foundation finally rebuilding itself. I am every chakra humming back into harmony. If you want a version of me, you'll have to take the one that stands tall, rooted, sacred, powerful, loving, honest, clear, and whole, a Black woman unbroken, unbent, and unapologetically divine. My spine is a ceremony now. Watch me rise. Oh.
My spine is a ceremony now? If you don't come with that work, unmute yourself. Give it up for Lady K.
I was typing that in the chat. My
Sheesh.
spine is a ceremony.
All right, poet.
Dang.
Today? Yeah,
My spine is
I had the day off from work, so I had
Oh
time.
no, you a beast. Jesus.
You had a day off work, but you put in work.
That part. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, poets don't take days off. You know what I mean? Because the inspiration never stops giving us work, right? The download never stops. Which is why if you ask every poet in this building, you will find that there are times that they can't sleep because the inspiration wakes their ass up and say, ooh, I got this line. Ooh, I gotta write this down. Right? It could be 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. It's like, I gotta get that. Lady K, you came through with the work. So no one gagged on the truth of my motherhood. Shape shifted into no worries. Right? Until my power center was secondhand flame. Survival looks a lot like surrender. Come on now. To keep fragile egos from drowning. Straighten my spine one vertebrae at a time. Right? I am bending at the altar of expectation. Like, yo, that's how it's done. Really, at the highest level. Thank you for putting in that work and being fearless enough to spit it all the way through. Thank you, Lady K, for real. An amazing night. I appreciate you so very much. All right, We have 3 more on the list. I see you. I see you struggling. I see you struggling. But I'm gonna close with you, ma'am. So you can just prepare yourself for real. I see you. For real. But yeah. It's 2 more before you. All right. But yeah. I get it. You know what I mean? She got to make sure the baby is good too. 2 more. All right. Can you hold on? All right, cool. Coming up next, this gentleman right here, he rocks on the online open mic weekly. He just has a way of writing the type of work that sticks to your bones. I like to call him Mr. Chicken Soup. You'll find out why. The one and only Mr. Alan Gary in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is great to see you, sir. Please take it away.
Great to be here and a great evening. Friends, you can follow me on my Alan Gary Facebook page. New shit for Final Friday Twilight Open Mic. Don't Charlie Kirk me, preaching your dogma, stretching your truth to sound agreeably like Christianity. I am not afraid. Cowards get buried among their verbal rubble. Ain't nothing spectacular about your contaminated vernacular. Bullies are cowards who sleep with their lies, empowered by dreams of the uncivilized. Stench of what was once improbable, prejudice and ignorance, you are responsible. Golden goose stepping toward your Icarus. When reaching your sun, your book will have burned. It's happened before, it will surely be earned. In days of yore, the present too, future repeats for self-righteous ruling political whores, selling your souls for shekels of silver, Bitcoin or cash. The fuck does it matter? Take it to your heaven, Epstein's Island, and play, indulging in hypocrisy while you get down and pray. Period.
You better spit that period like it's yo. Come on, man. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Alan Gary.
Come on, poet. Let's go.
Period.
Let's go.
Don't Charlie Kirk me is crazy.
Right?
Facts. Don't Charlie Kirk me is crazy. And then
I
he
know
had
my-
the nerve to keep it going.
I know my neighbors are like, why is this dude clapping so much?
You gotta disrupt the neighbors. It's Final Friday.
Of course.
This dude is
man.
over here clapping by himself, clapping to himself.
Nah, you just not part of the crowd. You know what I mean? You missing out, partner. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be by myself if y'all understood what's going on in here, right? This is poetry. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, if they were watching some sort of a sporting event, you would hear them clapping crazily, right? Be like, what's going on, right? Yelling and screaming and like, oh, you, right? For real, thank you, Alan Gary. First of all, for the new shit. Thank you for the energy that you maintained throughout the evening and brought to the Twilight Open Mic. Again, like Fuego said, right? Don't Charlie Kirk me is crazy. Cowards get buried amongst their verbal rubble. Like, come on, man. And golden goose stepping toward your Icarus? What? Like, sir, I told y'all. He has the type of work that just sticks to your ribs, man. He puts in that work. Thank you, Alan Gary. Truly appreciate you, man. For real. One of the dopest, man. If you don't know Alan Gary, make sure you plug in with him. For real. For real. There she is. A rose is a rose is a rose. Shout out to Jersey Trinity. This incredible artist, aka the Chameleon Poetic, comes through. You saw her as the lottery pick this evening, who comes through and just puts in work. All right, she is always ready with the work to put it in. The one and only Terry Rose Jerkson in the building. Come on, Terry. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you. Please take it away.
Hello again. You can find me on Instagram at the Chameleon Poetic.
or you can find me on 2 different Facebook accounts because they did me dirty and had to open up another one. And then they decided to give me back my other one. Now I got 2. Whatever. One's under Terry Rose Jurtson, the other one's under Teresa Rose Jurtson. Either or. This is called Period Poem for a reason. I remember the day my frenemy came to work, celebrated in other places, but not in this country. She visited me without calling first, just that sharp pain and then the hot flush of unstoppable crimson liquid between my legs. Run away, avert your eyes, do not look at me. There is everything and nothing to see here. Why was I crying? Because I've had enough of this relentless, unwanted house guest of 20 years, refusing to leave. It was long enough to be saddled with the disease of the blood, as it was once called, but the sentiment was unchanged. From the time of Christ to this day, not revered, repellent, remorseful, regrettable day, there I stay, naked, dirty, other women coming in and out of the public restroom, pretending not to see the bare-assed woman wringing out stains, her hands in the sink, sobbing as the unholy water failed to wash away her sin. Let me begin with what I thought was menopause, the end of my curse. Check the verse, childbearing years crossed off. Did not get an angelic announcement, no laugh like Sarah, astonished tears of joy when a love child appeared in the womb of hello, my name is mother. My name is self-medicated alcoholic. My drinking days are over forever. My beautiful baby boy, changing my life for the better.
Yo, there's something so magical about a woman spitting a woman's poem. There's nothing I can do but say, unmute yourself. Give it up for
Yeah.
Terry Rose Jurtson.
Love it. Jersey Trinity.
Jersey Trinity in the building. They're so dope. For real. Thank you so much, Terry, for number one coming through this evening and being available to get down in the mix. Like it really, really did make a difference. You came through with the work for real. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. Listen, I am trying to get our closer in the building this evening. For real. I'm texting the closer in real time. I'm texting the closer in real time, for real. But before that, first of all, basically I'm trying to get the Outlaws to close out the evening, right? Cyanide's in here. I'm trying to get the one and only Slam Master of the world. However, we're talking about Slam Masters. This next poet, listen, y'all. I'm so thankful for her that she came through and she gave y'all that work. And you haven't even heard like a thumbnail of the work that she does. Like, for real. At one point she was saying that her team is obsessed with us, but our team is obsessed with her and what she does. This is the Slam Master of the team that is now ranked 3rd in the world. The Slam Master for the Spellbound Poetry Collective community. She's just one of the dopest in the world, y'all. Prepare yourself. For the one and only Medusa was black in the building. Come on, Medusa. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is great to see you. Please, take it away.
Not prepare yourself. Medusa was black on everything. And Elemental, okay, so Flashpoint or Call of Duty?
Oh, you talking about Why So Serious? Come on with that Flashpoint. Come on with it. Come with it. Come with it.
Okay. Okay. In Flash's Flashpoint paradox, Bruce Wayne is murdered in the alley as a child, his father becomes Batman, and his mother becomes the Joker. November 3rd, 2019. At 9 days old, my son coded. He flatlined on a hospital bed, and I can't help but think it's my fault. Had to bring him into a world where I had to be both father and mother, become both Batman and Joker, turn to God and plead with only silence, answering, how could you take my son, God? It's not fair for a newborn to meet their maker and meet their maker in their first month. So why can't I wring the neck of the nurse who joked about stealing him away moments after being told to pray because his life was uncertain? My mask was failing, my armor crumbling, exposing my tears, my hurt to the room. Want to hear a joke? Since I have an audience, there once was a girl who knew she wanted to be a mother since the age of 4. The first pregnancy test was positive until it wasn't. The second pregnancy she carried to term. She almost died though. Get it? Like mother, like son, how death has always tried to get the last laugh in all of her birthing. This process is just like chloroform in a chokehold, thinking you'd have the last laugh is the funny part. Here, ladies and gents, this is where I show you all how to make a bat smile, how to split them in two. I have no contingency plan, just acid and a jump or a family movie because the comedy provides a better coping mechanism than hero work can. It removes the hurt from my grin, heals the holes in my womb with a laugh. How a joke gets through to God faster than any of my prayers. Why can't I call upon the Lazarus pit? Bring my son back to me with a smile on his face like mine, just like mommy. November 3rd, 2019. God was a better joker than I. The creator of dark humor turned the NICU into a comedy club, and my son laughed. On the 10th day, and the 11th, and the 12th, my motherhood did not become laughing stock, but my smile did become a standing ovation. My son is 6 now, with a smile that if it were ever to fade, a bat would be the monster the world would hope I turn into, but a smile would make headlines. Whew, home.
I tried to warn y'all how dangerous this woman is, and she's so real about it. Unmute yourself, give it up for Medusa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's
Damn.
go, sis.
Thank you.
Every time.
Jesus.
For
My
the
God,
outlaw
today.
prospect.
That shit live goes crazy.
Outlaw prospect, for real. Yo, like y'all heard that. Y'all heard that in real time, just like I did, right? Right? She said, turn the NICU into a comedy club. Like I'm gonna need you to quit with that shit, right? Because 90% of the poets on this earth can't fuck with that. Just saying, like, the fervency, the writing, the dedication to what you do, like it is phenomenal. Medusa, thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for being an incredible judge. And most folks ain't ready. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got people like Fred Sanford, like, I'm coming. I'm coming. You give people heart attacks with what you do, for real. Thank you, Medusa, for rocking with us and being just absolutely phenomenal and fearless. Truly appreciate you. So we are reaching the end point this evening. We have 2 more poets, and I'm gonna make sure they rip. Both of them are outlaws. Trust me, you want to be here for these last 2 cats. Coming up first, Mr. Twinkle Toes himself, our chaplain, Johnny. You saw his baby in his arms. First, she was crawling across the upstairs. Like, he is just a one of one. A true outlaw in the building. Come on, man. The one and only sidekick in the building. Come on, man. You better put in that work this evening. Let's go, Sinai. Take it away.
So the problem is with poets is y'all spend too much time around each other. You say all these beautiful words, and it becomes this background noise to your life where you've forgotten how beautiful you truly are. And to try to offer any kind of metaphor to flip the script and let you know what it looks like from the outside looking in for the first time is damn near impossible. Because you continue to create beauty. My love, I know it went out. I'm so sorry. Go lay down now. We'll be back in just a second. I'll come fix it. Because we continue to dance like rhythms to that 24/7, where tears come and everything breaks down. So don't call yourself poets. Call yourself B-boys and B-girls, because B-boys and B-girls know how to dance on the breakdown of life always. When we 6-step left, step out. 6-step right, baby freeze, flare. We fall. We fall, we fail again and again. So they call us breakers with our broken lives, broken bones, broken cars. That's why you go on. You say that you're bigger than the others, but never unzip and prove it. Say that they bite and see. A lot of us ain't even eating. So we fight and make believe guns because we ain't dreamers. What we want to be is make believers. When we 6-step left, step out. Even at 1 o'clock in the morning, 6-step left, step out. Baby freeze, flare, fall. Folks say that we do this to go to sleep to our real lives, our real world, our real problems, but these are our real lives, our real world, our real problems. We come here so that we can get up, so that for 60 seconds we are free. There were 2 great days in my life. The day that I was born and the day I realized that I was born to break. I don't doubt why I'm here when I'm dancing. They say having a child will change you. We know that's true. That's why we have a move called our baby freeze. They say your desire will not last, but neither will your shower, which is why we suggest that you take both of them daily. When you 6-step left, step out. 6-step right, baby freeze, flare, fall. We fall. We get back up again. We do a flip, and then we'll flip the bird to gravity, impossibilities, and everyone who said that we can't. We swallow the moonlight, hold it in our stomachs, show it to you through our fingertips and our footwork. You called it the moonwalk. I ain't washed my knee pads in 6 weeks. I swallowed the sea with all the fish in it, because y'all, I'm funky. Our top rocks see us dancing on everything that we hate. Glide atop of everything that we love. We know each other's bodies as much as we know each other's souls. Have conversations with no words because bodies speak perfectly clear. You think that when we did it right, something should have fallen, something should have failed, something should have given out. But even when it failed, we get back up to learn from the B-boys. We try, fail, adjust, repeat. No, do not just do tricks to this world. We are trying to learn to dance to its rhythm. You get on that asphalt together, ride together, pay your rent together, nurse your knees together, soothe your sores together. And when they dare ask you why you dance, you ask them, why does a dog bark? Why does a bee sing? Why does a butterfly fly? Y'all, it's because we can. Cole.
One of the dopest cats in the world. Listen, unmute yourself. Give it up for Sidekick.
You better. You better. You better. You better. You better.
Damn.
Outlaw.
Okay, I
Yo.
see you with the baby.
With the baby, right? Like I don't know if y'all caught that. Like mid poem, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I know it went out, but I'm gonna come back and fix it in just a minute. Let me get this off real quick." And then he commences to up rocking and down rocking and putting you in the perspective of a b-boy. I told y'all This cat is a consummate performer, a professional, and you are hard pressed to find another cat like Cyanide. I call him Cyanide. He is one of the outlaws. He goes by Sidekick. Listen, let's keep it a hundo. He's one of the best in the world, for sure. So, we are going to close the night like this. I appreciate you, Cyanide. For real, man. One of the dopest in the world. We're going to close the night like this. This cat is my slam master. He is the slam master of the world for 2025. A member of the Outlaws. So many things about this cat. Razor blade, that razor blade shaved with the future poet laureate of Earth. Mr. I don't care about your lack of knowledge of a metaphor. You gonna get this work. The one and only CP Mays in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. It's great to see you, folks. Please take it away.
It's an honor. What's up, Paul? What's up, Lady K? Medusa, Alan, Terry, all you other cats in the room, Samantha. It's good to be here. Yeah, I host the mic on the second and fourth Sundays. Get at me on the back channel. We'll get that popping on Insta or Facebook. CP Mays. One word, though. Make sure it's one word. And we get it popping. Here's the poem. The book of Revelation is just really an overpriced rearview mirror our Messiah's hindsight just won't let go of. Christ is a long-haul ice road trucker hauling revelations and cold chips from God's cold shoulders. Every time I'm born again, I'm reborn right back into sin, and I'm frustrated. Been baptized twice in this life, and I still can't get it right, and I'm frustrated, and since Satan never sleeps in, I've grown deathly afraid of sleeping in. You get tired and give up, or you get up and Maze, get it the fuck in. My heart's a gear shift gift that drifts dreams. When in drive, I stay 10 toes down for my dreams. 10 knuckles deep, life and like. Hey mirror, let not neither you nor I rest in peace with all of my fucking failures. Resting in peace. Voicemail God, tell God, hey God, here's to life. When death misplaces its keys. Beauty, why do I always feel like you've lost faith in me? I'm a silverback in the cul-de-sac. Me mud and Satan like, where's my fucking liquor at? My dreams pissed. Late night demons, rock stars. My low self-esteem, graveyard shift job, and all of our lowercase gods are all fucking lit. And all of my neighbors are heroin needles, Neanderthals, shakak, outlaws, and wordsmiths. 10 knuckles deep, remember, 10 toes down. We don't complain to the cops when our pity parties are way past loud. I'm CP Mays, and I am the definition of definition. So for I and I, diction is 2 options. It's death rattle or doggy paddle. Either I want all access to all heaven, or I want nothing but a damn good reason for Satan believing that God was bluffing. Karma and time just got caught fucking, and the future said nothing, and I'm frustrated, so frustrated that my stop giving a fucks decided to give a damn a crack. flooded my Bacardi Limon with Sprite, and never looked back. Swear when these eyelid levies let loose, you could still hear Katrina crying out, oh Lord, why won't somebody just bring John the Baptist back? Christ, you ice road trucker. Every time I sip scripture, I stutter. There's manna stuck in my top lips. Gutter, God. Why am I always left feeling like, left longing, left feeling like I'm always last on a fucking to-do list? I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. Oh.
I told y'all, this cat is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Unmute yourself. Give it up for C.
I'm not doing this
Jesus
tonight.
Christ.
I hope you know I'm not doing this tonight.
Crazy. I heard y'all had a hell of a night. Like, I'm just glad to add amazing
Always.
poets in the house.
Plan went into overtime, then we got some bonus time here. Beautiful.
Word.
Sure. Outlaws in the building. Listen, Maze, I've told you plenty of times, you know, how you do what you do. You never let your audience off the hook. And that poem has solidified itself as one of the dopest. Serious, man. Like, every time I sip scripture, I stutter, like, you're ridiculous, man. And I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated that I can't get the fucking cheat code to write poems like Maze. Just say it. Listen, I am overtime. Thank all of you so very much for rocking with us this evening. It has been one for the history books. Thank you to the judges who came through this evening. Lady K, Medusa Was Black, Bars, Sidekick. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for lending your voice to this amazing work, to this amazing evening. To Alan Gary, Maestro Deshawn, to Terry Rose, Simone, Paul Abroyu, Samantha in the building, Lois Griffin in the building. Thank you so much. RMT, like, and Brian in the building. Like, yo, thank you so much. Really, y'all have made this an incredible evening. And the fire will continue to burn because of you. Thank you so very much. We are getting out of here. Go and do yourself a favor. Get some sleep, pour a drink, yell at the moon. You know what I mean? Like, thank all of y'all so very much. You have made this night absolutely phenomenal. Can't thank you enough. All right, team. We are done. Peace and blessings, y'all.